time, if you're fighting through a dip in the schedule, a dip in just your performance level over the course of the season, which is inevitable, it's going to happen, you've got to be able to keep heads up, chins up, and make sure that the games that you've got a chance to win, and today is very winnable for the Bears, you got to get those. You just do.
You know, I was trying to think, when was the last time Baylor, started like this in league play? All I had to do was look at Josie Hutton's notes. It's right there. It was the 2013-2014 season. Baylor not only started 1-5, they started 1-6 that year in conference play, and they were actually 2-8 in the league, and then won 7 of their last 8 conference games. They made the NCAA tournament. They went to the Sweet 16 that year.
Think about that. And you talk about poster board material. I guarantee you that's been plastered up there. Coach Drew has been driving that home. It was a different team. It was a different league. I mean, just in terms of the overall way the league is configured, more games, all of that. But still, John, when you're playing, if you're still playing, and that's what Coach Drew has said, the ball is still bouncing. We've got a chance to do something really special. But it all starts again today. You can't think about going 7-1 to finish the conference race, finish 500 in the league. That's a possibility. None of that's going to happen if they don't get one today.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you can't look at it like that, right? I mean, they've got to look at TCU and only TCU.
That's right. And, I think both teams have learned a lot about one another, having played one another earlier in the season. But in the Big 12, by this time of the season, there are no secrets.
Right.
I mean, you're heavily scouted. You're seeing apples-to-apples comparisons, too. The scouting that you're looking at is, for example, TCU against other teams in the Big 12. So it's a little more realistic. It's more apples-to-apples. And so there will be very little secrets at all. But it's really going to boil down to execution, and I think the Bears need to make some shots today, too.
All right, one significant note coming into this game as we continue on the Conecuh Sausage countdown to tip-off. David Punch, the leading scorer and the leading rebounder for TCU. He's out of Harker Heights High School. Outstanding player. He will apparently not be available today. He is suffering from the flu. He's not suited up. He was sitting on the bench during warm-ups wearing a mask. So unless there's a, Michael Jordan flu game, and he comes out of the locker room and toughs it out, no David Punch for TCU today.
Yeah, and John, that is on the season, almost 15 points, almost 8 rebounds a game, and that's a hole that TCU is going to have to fill. And I think also Brock Harding is, I think, one of the better point guards in the league, and his job is to distribute the basketball and to get assists. He's gotten plenty of them, but most of his assists go to David Punch.
Yeah.
And so that's a big hole for TCU, but this is still a really talented team. They're going to start a guy today who was a JUCO, was the most valuable JUCO player in the country last year. They've still got guys, but that's a big hole.
All right, so that's the setup. Baylor and TCU coming up. It is also Coaches versus Cancer Day, and Coach Drew, this is very close to his heart. His mom, Janet, passed away a year and a half ago with cancer. This is just a huge initiative among basketball coaches, very big with Coach Drew. I'm sure it is with Jamie Dixon as well. But Baylor, each year, they identify someone who's been, ravaged with cancer. And today it's Michael Montag, and he is here, and he was at practice yesterday. He designed some shoes that Coach Drew will be wearing today. And we're going to visit with Michael and his dad, Walter, when we come back here on the pregame show. Pat, and I know you've got a great connection with Michael also.
Well, can I go ahead and share it?
Yes, please.
Okay, so my son, Chris, is a firefighter in Spokane, Washington. And every year in Seattle, there is the annual Blood Cancer United Firefighter Stair Climb. And what happens is firefighters, and they do this to raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. They, in fully geared up, they climb 69 stories of the Columbia Center in downtown Seattle, and it is grueling. Trust me, wow. I got a debrief of that from Chris. Well, so Chris, you can do that at the firefighters in honor of a leukemia, somebody battling that, or somebody who's been able to overcome that. Well, in one side of his fire helmet, he had a picture of his mother, Trish, who is a leukemia survivor, thank the Lord. And then the other was a picture of Michael Montag. And so he climbed and raised money in honor of those two, both who have been victims of leukemia and, we're happy to share, have recovered from it, or at least have in Michael's case, been able to ring the bell.
Wow, how about that?
Yep.
Well, we'll take a break. We'll visit with Michael with that great setup. We'll visit with him when we come back. Coaches versus Cancer Day, Baylor and TCU, a lot going on here at Foster Pavilion. Come join us. The roads are fine for now, and it's nice and warm here in Foster Pavilion. Continue on our Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off in a moment. Brought to you by Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Our pregame show continues in a moment on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Want to be the energy our Bears need? Go gold with Baylor Athletics this season and be the gold factor across each of our sports. Wear exclusive Go Gold apparel from the Baylor Bookstore and the Spirit Shop at upcoming Go Gold dates. Stay up to date on all your golden opportunities to create an electric home atmosphere by visiting BaylorBears.com/Go Gold. Sic 'em Bears.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Bluebonnet Health
I'm
Services.
thinking about him. I called about him, and he might even be listening in. We'll see.
Owned and operated, which
Great.
allows them the most interaction with patients.
We'll send you
each and every
the
day, promoting
video, I mean the audio
compassionate care
after
and
this.
Oh,
We'll
that'd be
send it
great.
to you.
Provide hands-on
And then
attention
also
to their
this
patients
is
through a staff with
archived
years of
on
experience. Bluebonnet
YouTube.
Health Services
So you could go back and
provides
watch it on
home health care,
YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we'll send you the link to that
Remember,
also.
it's
All right.
your health, your
You're a
choice.
star,
Ask
man.
your
You're a
doctor.
star.
Bluebonnet Health
Did you have fun
Services.
yesterday with the team?
Yeah, I did.
That's so cool. That's
Stand
great.
by.
Here we go.
On the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back on our Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. A couple of special guests with us, Pat, here on Coaches versus Cancer Day. We talked about Michael Montag, who is a special guest of Baylor and Baylor basketball. His dad, Walter, is here as well. And, guys, welcome to you. And, Michael, how's this been for you? Has this been a fun few days for you with Baylor basketball?
Yeah, it's been super fun.
Very nice. What did you get to do? Tell everybody what you got to do with the team yesterday.
Yesterday I got to go to their practice and shoot around a little, and then today I went to their before game practice and then watched them practice and shot a couple hoops too.
Nice, very good. And you're a basketball player, right? Not just right now with Baylor, but you're a basketball player also.
Yes, sir.
How about that?
Yeah, and we were just reminiscing about a year ago when my son Chris, we told the story before you guys came on about the stair climb and doing that in your honor, and then getting to the very top and FaceTiming you from the 69th story of the Columbia Center. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah,
I do.
talk about that. What are your memories of that?
So he texted us before. I think it was just like spring break.
Yeah, we were in the car on a road trip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
And he got to the top, and then he called us, and we were like, "That was so quick." And we were in the car with my sister going. I can't remember where we were going, but he just called us, and we were in the car, and it was on spring break, and it was pretty fun.
That's cool. Well, and you also you all got to meet one another. He was down shortly after that, as I recall. In fact, did a segment for a local TV station. So you actually got to meet him and visit with him a little bit as well, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, very good. Now, yeah, and so talk about in terms of what you're doing now. I know you're a baller. You play, right? You're a 7th grader. Yeah. So what is your favorite part of the game? What do you like? What do you feel like you do best?
Setting up plays for my team.
Very good. You kind of a point guard.
I'm a guard.
Okay. Can you shoot it?
Yeah.
There you go. That's all that really matters.
That's right.
So, Walter, talk about your reflections. I know you went through this a lot in the press conference,
Right.
but just that journey and maybe more specifically where you guys are today.
Yeah, it's a pretty long journey. You know, when a kiddo or anybody's diagnosed with leukemia, the treatment's pretty long and pretty complex. About 2.5 years ago, he was diagnosed with T-cell, and it was a pretty overwhelming experience for our family, as you can imagine. But we found strength and in our faith and in our friends and family, and in the process, we had wonderful oncologists, wonderful people at McLean's Children's that helped us get through it. And the 30 days was really hard, and then the first 6 months was really hard, and then the 9 months. But it got progressively easier, and Michael was able to go back for the 6th grade and was pretty much present all of last year, and he's been 100% present for 7th grade. Just 2 weeks ago, Thursday, he finally rung the bell, which means he has no more chemo treatments for the foreseeable future, which is hopefully forever.
Wow.
He still has some infusions to do, but they're not chemo-based. They're other immune-type build-up infusions. So we are so grateful to be through with this phase of the treatment. It's something we never thought we would have to walk through as a family, but it's brought us stronger and closer together.
Mm-hmm. Praise the Lord for that, number
Absolutely.
one. Yeah, but ringing the bell. And how about this week? Your birthday was this week, right?
Yeah.
You just turned 13 on Tuesday, and now this weekend. You've had a pretty good week, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
I want you to know that Baylor needs a win today. You know that. And we're playing TCU, a longtime rival. And you have been a real motivation for this team. Do you see that? Do you understand how much you motivate these guys?
Yeah, I could see how I'm a motivation.
All right. Well, you really are, and we're so glad you're here. And it'll be fun. You'll get recognized during the game. Would that be fun for you?
Yeah.
Very good. And the shoes that were designed for Coach Drew today, part of that was Nadia. Tell us about Nadia.
So Nadia was my friend, and I met her in the clinic, and she always said, keep smiling and stay positive, and that really helped me. And so I wanted to, and she's passed away now, and I wanted to honor her, and I wrote her name on the shoes.
Wow.
Nadia's Warriors is the foundation her parents have set up for in Nadia's honor. And so we like to honor them as much as we can. That family is wonderful, and we learned a lot through Nadia's journey. She was a wonderful, beautiful little girl.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah. Well, your story is inspirational. It's motivational, and what I take away is you're a fighter. You persevere, and so a lot of what you saw in Nadia, you show those same things as well. And I just want you to know how inspired we are by your story, and I would say keep sharing it.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you to Baylor University. Thank you for the American Cancer Society for letting Michael be and our family be ambassadors for this program. This Coaches versus Cancer is incredible, and we're just blessed to be a part of it. And cancer hits everybody, so get screened. Make sure you're getting screened out there. Make sure you're doing what you can to protect yourself, and hopefully we can fight it together.
No, very well said. Thank you all very much. We appreciate you.
All right, thanks for having us.
All right, Walter Montag, his son Michael. Michael will be recognized on the court later today. He is a 7th grade student at River Valley Middle School and playing basketball, so we'll watch for you out on the basketball court. Thanks to them for being with us. We'll continue on our Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip off in a moment. Our visit with Coach Scott Drew when we come back on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Planning a new or used vehicle?
Thank you, guys.
Very good.
Thank
Thanks
you.
very
Yeah.
much.
It was fun.
Great job.
Walter, thank
Great
you.
job. Thank you.
Nice
Appreciate you.
Pat.
Good
Yeah.
luck to you.
And Chris he's going to wear Michael's picture again this year, he said.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Your best
I guess,
rate
his mom and Gretchen,
Right.
and Gretchen, Michael's mom, are
Yeah.
they're friends from back in the day.
Well, I think Gretchen taught my soon to be 40-year-old.
Yeah.
Like in second grade or something.
right?
It's crazy. But, yeah, Gretchen's been teaching in Midway and all through Waco for a lot of years.
Yeah,
So
it's great. Well,
I know you guys are going to get back to stuff.
That's so great. Yeah, thanks very much. I'll get you the audio of this, and then you can go to YouTube to watch that video, too. Thanks.
For the low cost of $25.
Thank you
and
again.
gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission
Thanks,
to
Bobby.
select events, exclusive giveaway access,
That was
and
great.
their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out.
oh, thanks, Bobby.
Take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 subvention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back inside Foster Pavilion. Let's continue on our pregame show. Visit now with Bears head coach Scott Drew. Baylor and TCU coming up today. Second meeting with the Frogs. You met them 3 weeks ago to open Big 12 play. Look at your team today compared to January 3rd, and where would you say you guys are compared to then?
Well, I think the first game in the Big 12, we were nervous and excited like normally you always are with Big 12 play, but I think really the physicality and the speed in which the athleticism and toughness that's played in the Big 12 probably became real to most of our guys. And at that point, as a staff, I think we've worked hard to try to make sure that we're preparing our guys to be successful. And from that game, I think we identified some things we had to correct right away. And the best way to learn, I mean, you burn your finger on the stove, it's a lot better than saying you're going to burn your finger. I mean, you actually, I ain't put my finger there. So I think just knowing how hard you have to compete, what you have to do. Now, it doesn't guarantee victories. Otherwise, we'd be 5-1 right now. But I think our offense, we run it with more pace. Maybe not more efficiency, but more pace. I think the toughness part of the rebounding, for the most part, it's improved. I mean, even last game, 13-5, we won on the offensive boards. So I think that was a good learning experience for us. As far as Coach Dixon, he's a tremendous coach. They could have beaten Kansas. I mean, up 5 with 12 seconds to go in Lawrence. You like your chances to win that game. They could have beaten BYU at BYU, and those are two of the toughest places to play. So my point is they're a really good team. Hopefully we'll see that in the last couple of weeks we've gotten better, and it's hard to see with who we've played, but now we get a chance with a similar opponent, just see where we're at. And, you know, the road thing's got to change because we had been really successful up there, and they protected home court. They've been really successful in the Foster. We need to protect home court.
Yeah, really good. The games you've been through since then, I mean, you played Iowa State, you played Houston, you played at Oklahoma State, Texas Tech. I mean, you've played some really good teams. You would naturally be better or more comfortable out there this second time against the Frogs.
Well, you'd like to think so. The one thing with losing, you got to guard against losing confidence, and sports. Bob Knight was so famous in saying it's 4-to-1 mental to physical, and I mean, I think we can all identify when you're feeling good about yourself, better things happen usually than when you're depressed. And so, I mean, that's normally what happens when you lose. If you enjoy losing, you're probably not in sports, right? So that's human nature. You got to overcome that. No one feels sorry for us. We got to do a good job protecting home court. And with that, I mean, you look at it, we played 3 top 15 teams that all can be in the Final Four without a question. So now, similar opponent, not saying TCU is not a Final Four team, but it's a similar opponent. We had some success at their place, came down to where it was anyone's game in the last minute, and now we have to protect home court first and foremost, and hopefully get some positive mojo going.
Where do you feel like your guys are confidence-wise right now?
Well, I think as a staff, you always try to do the best job, but I think we all, I mean, human nature. Whenever something successful happens to you, and people, I mean, student athletes today, what are they on all the time? The phone. Right. And where's all the news and everything? Right. On the phone. So it's hard to stay positive if you're always now, us older people like me and you, like, we ain't on the phone the whole time because we can't work all them apps. That's but right. My point is, it's harder when you're always around that, and that's where the great thing is. Hopefully you're playing for an audience of one. That's Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And hopefully you have a great foundation, and we know houses built on foundation can withstand storms. We've been through a storm. We've gone through adversity. Hopefully we're ready to be on the other side.
Yeah. This is the Coaches versus Cancer game today, our home game for that. Michael Monte is here. I know that's very close to your heart.
Yeah, everyone probably that's listening has known someone or themselves been affected by cancer, and I think as a society we've done a great job raising awareness and raising funds and improving a lot of the cancer treatments. But still, as we all know, until there's a cure for all cancer, your heart goes out whenever you see kids battling through it. And Michael's a warrior. He rang the bell. He's a survivor. If we're as tough as him today, we'll be all right.
Ooh, there you go. Play like Michael today. Coach, thanks for the visit. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, Baylor fans. Be safe with the weather.
Yeah, very good. Coach Scott Drew, Baylor and TCU coming up here in Foster Pavilion. More of our pregame show, Pat's Keys to the Game, when we come back on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And back with us courtside inside Foster Pavilion. Nice and warm and dry in here. Nice crowd coming in. We are brought to you in part by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Our game sponsor today is Magnolia Realty. Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222BC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
And back with us, Bob Baker, our courtside engineer, the Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, John Morris, Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator. Glad you're with us wherever you are tuned in today. Pat, about the keys to the game. Bears really need a win. This would be a big one. What are the keys to get that win today?
Well, John, I think at some point the Bears just going to have to start making some free throws. They're dead last in the Big 12 in conference games at the line, 63.1%. And you just, in this league, Coach Drew's talked about it, you just can't win at that rate. And there's just not enough room for error for the Bears to leave points at the free throw line. They can make them. They led the league in free throw accuracy before the conference race started. And I think today in particular, John, the last 7 games in this series, Baylor and TCU, have been decided by 6 points or less. And if that's the case today, probably will be a 1 or 2 possession game. You got to make your free throws. Secondly, offensively, Bears have just got to limit quick shots. They've got to limit bad shots. TCU is 34th in the nation with 15.5 fast break points a game. In fact, they had 19 fast break points in Fort Worth in Baylor's loss earlier to start conference play. And that was roughly a third of TCU's total points in that game. Got to limit transition points. And then finally, I think Brock Harding is a key to this team. He's not their leading scorer. He gets all the assists for them. He's really kind of the rudder of the ship for them. He is a poor shooter, and he's a poor free throw shooter. So I think what you do is give him space out on the perimeter, dare him to take those shots, and then make sure that he doesn't get the ball in the lane where he can create opportunities for other guys. I think Brock Harding, anytime you play TCU, is a key.
All right, very good. Pat's keys to the game. Baylor and TCU coming up. Teams are back on the floor. Baylor's back out there. The gold uniforms today, gold pants, gold jersey tops. The script Baylor on the front. Pat, I think as homage to your era of playing here, this game has been a throwback game, designated a throwback game. I think that's why they've got these unis on.
I think so. In fact, the color,
yes.
I'm going to call it gold.
Yes,
whatever,
gold, right.
However you describe it. But, in fact, my senior year, we had one set of uniforms.
Yeah.
We had one set.
One.
And that was it.
Oh, man.
With the script on the front. Great uniform. So we'll see. But I do like the throwback thing. I can hardly remember back that far.
Yeah.
But as I recall, at least the feeling I have about it was a really good time.
Well, Sailor Bear very prominent these uniforms, on the quarter zips that we're wearing and the coaches are wearing today. So a nice throwback feel. And isn't it perfect that it's Baylor and TCU for the throwback game?
Yeah, because they go way back.
That's right.
And, it's one of those natural rivalries that I think the Big 12 was smart to preserve. This is one of the, I don't know how many home and homes you've got in the league, but those natural rivalries like Baylor and TCU, they wanted to keep intact. And that's good because, as I said a few minutes ago, delivering the keys, when these two teams play, it's usually a 1 or 2 possession game, and I think today's going to be the same way.
Yeah, very much so. This is the 198th meeting all time between Baylor and TCU. In our game notes, in the Baylor game notes, 198th meeting. In TCU's game notes, 196th meeting. So a bit of, difference there, but going back through the record books when you go back that far, I mean, what's 2 games?
Yeah. Okay.
Going back a century plus.
Split the difference, it's 197.
That's what I would say.
There you go.
Exactly. But a big one today, Baylor and TCU. All right, teams are back on the floor. We are nearing the introduction of our starters today and the introduction of this crowd to this rivalry renewed again today. This is the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Thanks again to Magnolia Realty, our game sponsor today. Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics. That busy day in the Big 12. Everybody in the league is playing everybody else today. Let's give you the finals and one other game that is in progress at this hour. Big one in Lubbock today. 12th ranked Texas Tech beat number 6 Houston 90-86. I know you and I got to take in a good portion of that. That's the Texas Tech team that was here and looked really good in winning on Tuesday night. They looked really good today in knocking off the Cougars.
Well, I mean, they put on a shooting clinic last week here in Foster Pavilion, and today they cooled off a little bit, but not by much. And when they're making shots, they are really hard to beat. But I would say also, there was one point in the game, John, on the broadcast late in the game, Tech had 20 offensive rebounds against Houston, which is not easy to do. So congrats to Texas Tech. Preserve the home court, yeah.
Big win for the Red Raiders. Top-ranked Arizona remained undefeated on the year. A big win at home over West Virginia, 88-53 the final score. Iowa State won over Iowa State, number 9 in the nation, beat Oklahoma State 84-71. UCF won, high-scoring affair over Colorado, 95-86. That final. One game in progress at this hour. Utah playing 13th ranked BYU. It's a 1-point lead for the Utes with 8:01 to play in the first quarter. Our game tips at 5 later tonight, 7 o'clock. Battle for the Sunflower State, Kansas and Kansas State. And then late night, 9 p.m. tip, Cincinnati at Arizona State. You've caught up on what's going on in the Big 12 today. You've got Pat's keys to the game. We'll take our final pregame break, and when we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, we'll give you the starting lineups and get this one rolling. Baylor and TCU from Foster Pavilion on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
This is Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Drop the confetti in the Farrell Center.
Today's game is brought to you by Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics. Get ready. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside the Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
Welcome back inside Foster Pavilion. Starters being introduced to the crowd. It's Baylor and TCU, 198th meeting all time, coming up on this Big 12 Saturday. Let's give you the starting lineups now. First for the visitors from Fort Worth, coached by Jamie Dixon, former TCU guard in his 10th year back at his alma mater, 23rd year as a Division I head coach. Point guard for TCU is a good one, Brock Harding. Harding, a 6', 190-pound junior from Moline, Illinois, a transfer from Iowa. He is their assist leader, top 4 in the Big 12 in assists, 6.4 assists per game for Brock Harding. Two guard is Jaden Pierre, 6' senior, transfer from Providence. They turned the lights out on us. He's a transfer from Providence. Swingman is Micah Robinson in the starting lineup today. 6'6" sophomore from Kansas City in the starting lineup because of the absence of David Punch, their leading scorer and rebounder, who is out with the flu. And Latorius Lalevicius, 6'7" junior, transfer from Oregon State, averages 8.5 points, 3.5 rebounds per game. Xavier Edmonds to start, 6'8" junior from Long Beach, California, 11 points, 5 rebounds per game. 5 starters for Coach Jamie Dixon and TCU. Bears will start this way. Obi Agbum, point guard for the Bears, 6'3", fifth-year player from Aurora, Colorado, transfer from Wyoming, averaging 8 points, 2.5 rebounds, just under 3 assists per game in Big 12 play, shooting 85% from the free throw line. 2 guard for the Bears, Tunde Yesufu, very versatile, 6'5", true freshman from the country of Benin. On the season as a whole, 17.5 points per game is average, just under 6 rebounds per game, average for Tunde Yesufu. Michael Ratai to start, 6'7" senior from Augsburg, Germany, transfer from Oregon State, 10.6 rebounds per game. And Cameron Carr, Baylor's leading scorer on the year, 6'5", sophomore from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, transfer from Tennessee. On the season, averaging 20.5 points per game in Big 12 play, 18.5 points per contest, shooting 54% from the field. And Caden Powell to start in the post for the Bears, 6'9" senior out of Midway High School, a transfer from Rice, 6.5 rebounds, 6.5 points, 7 rebounds per game. The average is for Caden Powell. 5 starters for Coach Scott Drew in his 23rd season at Baylor, 24th as a Division I head coach. Coach of the 2021 national champions and Baylor's all-time winningest coach, Scott Drew.
Well, John, we talked about the loss of David Punch to TCU, but the guy that's going to step in and start for the first time this season is Micah Robinson, but he has been their sixth man and really has been an impactful player. In fact, when these two teams met earlier in Fort Worth, he had a double-double. He had 13 and 10. And on the season averaging 10 and almost 6 rebounds a ball game. So it takes a player out of their rotation, but the cupboard's not bare behind David Punch. It is a loss for sure, but they've got guys. It doesn't really change the complexion of their team. Might change a little bit their approach because David Punch is the guy that they're going to play through more times than not.
Our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game. Ball's in the air, tip control by TCU. We are underway here in Foster Pavilion, Baylor and TCU. Frogs in the road, purple uniforms, white numerals and lettering. Baylor, as we said, in the gold with the Baylor in script on the front. Here's Harding, drives in, goes around his defender and lays it in with his left hand for the first 2 of the game.
Yeah, his defender was Caden Powell. Powell had switched on a screen and ended up trying to guard Harding about 20 feet from the basket. Harding just turned the corner on him.
2-0 Frogs. Here's Caden Powell, lobs for Cam Carr, baseline right. Off his hands, Powell dives on the floor to save the loose ball. And it's a foul that is called. Yeah, foul was called on Harding. He was just trying to tie up the basketball. That's kind of a tough foul.
It is a tough foul, but that was going to be an alternate possession. Baylor would have gotten it, but you'd like to save those up for later. Yeah. So, a call that goes Baylor's way in less than a minute into the game.
And a foul against Harding, his first, team's first. Bears inbound on the baseline. Give it outside to Michael Ratai. Here's a hand check foul charged to Micah Robinson. Well, there wasn't much contact there, but second team foul on the Frogs.
Well, coaches will tell their teams, you're going to figure out how the game is going to be called typically in the first 3 to 5 minutes. And if the first minute of this game is any indication, they're going to be calling about everything.
Yeah, exactly. Our officials today are Kirk Smith, Chance Moore, James Ford. Officiating crew that's changed a couple of times, I think due to travel and the weather. Here's a 3 by Carr, right wing. That is an air ball. Ratai can't save it in bounds, so it goes over to TCU.
Yeah, a fairly quick shot. Although that was a shot of screen set for him, coming off the baseline hard. And he's got the green light to take any shot anytime he has it. He's the guy that can really put double-digit points on the board every night.
Harding dribbling on the perimeter, looks to drive, now drops it off for Robinson on the right wing. Robinson to the baseline right, back to Brock Harding. Shot clock at 8, Robinson will drive, shot no good, maybe been partially blocked by Caden Powell. Rebound by Ratai, his outlet pass is stolen by Harding, and he misses the layup, so the Bears dodge a bullet there. Here comes Obi Agbum all the way into the paint, tried to plant his right foot, couldn't do it, so a traveling call and a turnover on Baylor.
Yeah, the Bears have had 3 possessions, and 2 of those have ended with turnovers. Bears have done a really good job taking care of the ball. Their goal every game is 11 turnovers or less, and they've been at that on average pretty much every game, but that's 2, John. We're not even 2 minutes into the game.
2-0 TCU, 18-16 on the clock to be exact. Frogs ball. Jaden Pierre has it left wing, back to Harding, the point guard. Harding gives the ball to Xavier Edmonds. Turnaround jumper in the paint, tough shot, but it goes for the 6-foot Jaden Pierre.
Yeah, and to start the game, Bears had a man-to-man defense, and they're switching everything. And what TCU's trying to do is switch, or play those screens until they can get a mismatch like we saw earlier, Harding being guarded by Powell.
It's a 4-0 lead for TCU. Bears haven't scored the first 2+ minutes of this game. Agbum around the perimeter to Ratai for 3, no good. Fight for the rebound. Yesufu has it, puts it up, shot no good, but a whistle and a foul. Ooh, and Yesufu goes hard to the floor on the shot.
You know, most of his production, John, is through plays like that, where there's a ball up for grabs, a rebound coming off the rim, a lot of hands up there trying to grab for it, and he just seems to come away with it more times than not. In fact, he gets more than his fair share of those kind of plays, and that one's going to work him to the free throw line.
Dan Skillings Jr. was at the scorer's table. Looks like he's coming in for Yesufu. But Yesufu will shoot the free throws first. First one is up and good. First point of the day for the Bears on a Tunde Yesufu free throw. McDonald's All-American for the Bears had 10 points, 5 rebounds in 32 minutes of action against TCU. Coming off a 9-point game against Tech on Tuesday. First game all season for the true freshman that he hasn't been in double-digit scoring.
Well, he gets 2 free throws down to start this game. And in every game the Bears play, this one and every one going forward, you got to get to the free throw line. You got to score at the free throw line. Bears out of the gate strong with a couple from Yesufu.
Good start. He goes to the bench. Dan Skillings Jr. is on for Baylor. Actually, Skillings came on for Ratai. TCU with the ball, leading 4-2. Near steal. It is a steal on the perimeter by Yesufu. Off to the races. Layup. Good. He would not be denied.
4th in the league in Big 12 play in steals. He gets a big one there.
Ties the game 4-4, 17-minute mark. Edmonds turnaround jumper, right elbow, no good. Everybody flat-footed except Tunde Yesufu, who grabs the rebound. Yesufu to the baseline right side in a double team. Gets it outside to Obi Agbum. Agbum working against Lelevicius. Turnaround jumper, free throw line is good by Agbum. And the Bears 6th straight lead 6-4.
And that's Agbum taking advantage of a mismatch there. He was guarded by a 6'10 guy about 25 feet from the basket, sort of cleared the floor and went to work.
Bears by 2, 16.5 minutes to play, first half. Harding right wing. Powell closest to him. Harding looks to drive. Powell stays with him. Now he lobs the ball away to Edmonds, baseline left. He'll turn around, shoot, shot, no good, but a foul. Gonna get Tunde Yesufu for his first foul, first team foul on the Bears.
Yeah, and TCU comes away with really a call that just went their way. And I think Yesufu's still trying to figure that one out. But I thought Powell did a great job defensively on Harding. Again, TCU found that matchup, and they went hard at it. But what Powell did was stay on the ground. He never got lifted, and Harding was trying with these head and shoulder fakes to get him off the ground. He never left the floor.
So Xavier Edmonds to the free throw line, 6'8" junior from Long Beach, California. 70% on the season, 63% in Big 12 play. First one rat-a-tats in, his first point of the day. Edmonds, a guy, Pat, that you said, well, he and Michael Robinson coming off double-double performances in the win over Oklahoma State. Edmonds had 18 and 10 in the win over the Cowboys.
Yeah, and Edmonds is a JUCO guy. You know, you play at that level, you've kind of seen everything. You come in really tough-minded, and he's got the body for it as well. Big, strong guy, and he does have an offensive punch, pardon the pun, but you need that when David Punch is not in the lineup.
I like that. Well done.
Well, it just occurred to me. I actually kind of accidentally got into that. I don't know where it came from.
You're a natural.
Okay, there we go.
You're a natural. 2 free throws by Edmonds ties the game, 6 apiece, 16-10 on the clock. Here's Isaac Williams on the floor for Baylor. First time today, Williams comes on the floor for Tunde Yesufu. Jump pass, left wing, Agbam's three is no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Will stay with Baylor. So it'll be Baylor's ball following a timeout. Timeout comes with 15:55 to play, first half. Our score, Baylor 6, TCU 6. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of VINGIN cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Yep, things dead even. 4 minutes and 5 seconds in. Baylor and TCU tied at 6. Both are 2 of 5 from the field. TCU has not taken a 3 yet. Baylor's 0 for 3 from three-point range. Both are 2 of 2 from the line. So, Pat, very even start. I think we want to keep reminding people, TCU playing without David Punch, their leading scorer and their leading rebounder on the season. He's out with the flu.
Yeah, John, I mean, obviously, even game, pretty much every stat is even. The scores did even at 6. But the one stat where the Bears do have an advantage is total rebounds. 5-1, Bears lead, and that's huge in this game. And TCU, without Punch, is at a bit of a disadvantage, as you mentioned, leading scorer, leading rebounder for the team. But that's been a growing edge for the Bears. Defensive rebounding, they've really struggled. In fact, they are near the bottom of the league in defensive rebounds per game. So that's another area that they've got to just improve in. And so far, so good in this game.
Baylor's 1-5 in the league. TCU is 2-4. TCU would say in their 4 Big 12 losses, 3 of the 4 have been by 6 points or less.
Yeah.
They should have beaten Kansas. They took a miraculous Kansas comeback to force overtime and win, or TCU would have had a huge win in Allen Fieldhouse.
Yeah, and you look at their schedule in November and some of their wins in November. They beat Florida, they beat Wisconsin back-to-back actually to win a tournament, and then hosted Michigan and played Michigan to 4. In fact, held Michigan to 63 points.
Yeah. As close as anybody has played a really good Michigan team. So that's the opponent. That's the challenge for the Bears today. Coach Jamie Dixon and the Frogs. Baylor's ball inbounding on their baseline out of the timeout. Inbounds it comes to Carr. Left baseline jumper and no good. In and out on the inbounds play. So the Bears can't score on the inbounds. TCU with the ball. Far side of the floor, Jaden Pierre with the ball. Brock Harding dribbles on the perimeter, gives to Tanner Toolson. Toolson off the bench, 6'5" junior, transfer from Utah Valley. Drive by Harding, high banking shot, no good. Big, strong rebound by Dan Skillings, up the floor to Isaac Williams. To the baseline, passes on the baseline to Obi Agbum, right corner. Back to Williams, into the paint, pull-up jumper is good.
Really good play, got the ball into the lane, a paint touch for the Baylor offense, and that last defensive stand, John, by the Bears was prototype. You can't play half-court defense any better than that.
Quick shot by TCU, won't fall, rebound Bears. Cameron Carr into the front court. Carr for Baylor, right side to Williams, and Isaac Williams nails the three.
That's a guy that they really didn't expect much from beyond the three-point line this season, but he's just been great. In fact, in conference play, he is 57%.
11-6, 11-9, a three answer by TCU's Michael Robinson. So 11-9 our score. Baylor up by 2, 14:28 to go, first half. Michael Rattai's back on the floor. Gives to Skillings, long range three, no good, right iron. Rebounded by Jaden Pierre for TCU. Michael Robinson left wing to Toolson. Get it back to Harding on the right side. Harding working against the defense of Cameron Carr, now a switch. Around the perimeter for the Frogs. Entry pass, short jumper, no good, left side, rebound Baylor. Rattai the rebound, he'll bring it up himself. Mikey Rattai picks up his dribble, passes left corner to Williams. Touch pass to Agbum for three, and it's good. Obi Agbum knocks down the triple. Bears lead by 5.
And that's great ball movement. That pass went around the horn about 3 times. The ball never touched the floor on the dribble, and the Bears end up with a wide open three from Agbum.
Quick timeout by Jamie Dixon and TCU. We will keep it here. Short timeout. Jamie Dixon has seen the Bears really heat up, Pat, from outside, now 50% from the floor.
Well, I think one thing Coach Drew's been talking to his team about is making sure they're getting we baskets rather than me baskets, and there's a big difference. And I think that last move around the horn that we just described is a we play. I mean, that shot by Agbum was wide open because of the work that his teammates were doing to move the ball faster than the defense could shift. It ended up just a catch and shoot for Agbum. Bears now 2 of 6 at the three-point line.
13:35 on the clock. Bears lead it 14-9 over TCU. Frogs won the first meeting of the year 3 weeks ago, the conference opener in Fort Worth. I think that was just kind of a smack in the face for this Baylor team. Nobody on the team, except for Dan Skillings Jr. in a different uniform, had ever played in a Big 12 conference game.
You know, John's a good point. In fact, Baylor came into that game in non-conference scoring 93 points a game. TCU held them to 60, so that was a rude awakening. It's just they had not seen the kind of defense on the road in a true road game that they're going to see and did see that night in Big 12 play.
There's Caden Edwards, 6'2" freshman from Duncanville on the floor for TCU. Out of the timeout. Edwards looks to drive. Floater, good. Left-hand floater by Edwards. Averages only 3.5 points per game. Scores in the first 15 seconds. He's on the floor to make it 14-11.
Yeah, good drive. Got the ball into the lane and just a tough shot over pretty good defense from Williams.
Bears lead by 3. 13-minute mark, first half. Isaac Williams passes on the baseline to Skillings. Extra pass to Agbum. Three ball is good from the right wing.
Again, just great ball movement, and Williams was the catalyst. He took the ball baseline on the drive, kicked it to the corner, and then right out to Agbum again, who had the best look of anybody.
8 on the day in the first half by Obi Agbum. Now TCU turns it over. The Bears glad to take it. Bears have the ball back, leading 17-11.
Well, the defense, John, since that first media timeout has been really, really good. It's been hard for TCU, and you can tell they're just not comfortable.
Rattai gets it top of the key. Couple of dribbles into the paint. Give to Skillings. Drives in, loses his balance. Reverse layup attempt hits the bottom of the rim. No good. Starts the break for TCU. Finished with a layup by Tanner Toolson for 2.
Yeah, that's their first fast break point of the game, but that's what they do best. In fact, they had 19 when these two teams met earlier in Fort Worth. That's a lot.
17-13, Bears on top. 12:09 first half. Here's Skillings, clicks off a three, right side, no good. Rebound by Xavier Edmonds. Edmonds puts the ball in the hands of Jaden Pierre, trots into the front court. Pierre to Toulson, back to Pierre, top of the key. They're going to dance the defense of Michael Ratai. Drive, scoop, layup is good by Jaden Pierre.
You know, TCU doing a really good job of moving the ball around, taking advantage of the switching on ball screens from Baylor, and they're finding matchups that they can work on. That time Pierre, guarded by Ratai, just went right around him from the top of the key.
TCU's hit their last 4 shots from the floor. They close within 2 at 17-15. Here's Tunde Yesufu. Looks to drive, jumps in the air, try to jump pass, but it's stolen away by Xavier Edmonds. Turnover Bears. Edmonds, layup at the other end is good to tie the game at 17.
Yeah, that's 2 layups in a row now for TCU, and Coach Drew's going to call a timeout. There's a breakdown defensively.
And before he can get a timeout, he was turned around. The Bears turn it over again. Edmonds a 3, it's no good. Rebounded by Isaac Williams. No timeout now, he says, push it up the floor.
Forget the timeout.
Isaac Williams with the ball. Gives to Ratai, top of the key. Baylor, TCU tied at 17, 10:46 on the clock, first half. Here's Agbum. Hot start to the game by O.B. Agbum. Pass underneath, and going to be a charge called on Baylor. TCU defender Caden Edwards went to the floor. Foul is called on Tunde Yesufu. That's his second. And we go to an official timeout.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Coach Drew does after this media timeout. That's 2 on Yesufu, and we still have 10:40 to go in the half. I think his minutes are going to be pretty significantly limited for the rest of the half.
Timeout comes with 10:40 to play, first half. Baylor and TCU tied at 17 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Big 12 basketball brought to you in part by Hellberg's. Fans, don't miss out on Texas Top 50 Barbecue, located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer. Thanks again to Magnolia Realty, our game sponsor today. Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics. And our Courtside cam is up and running, brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. So maybe there's some folks outside the area that couldn't come because of the weather or are afraid of what it might be headed home tonight. Well, try it out. It's on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. Just search Baylor Athletics Courtside Cam. You can see right in here to our broadcast location inside Foster Pavilion.
Well, you know, it was really nice that before the game when we did the interview with Michael Montag and his dad, my son Chris in Spokane, who was a part of the that whole story, was able to watch it on the Courtside cam.
That's great.
Isn't that great?
What a great option for folks who can't be here. You can just watch the game along with us.
Well, we're seeing a good one. Bears led this one 17-11 at the 12:58 mark. TCU, since that time, we're now at 10:40, has gone on a 6-0 run. And, John, the disturbing part of that is 4 of TCU's 6 in that run came off Baylor turnovers. In fact, Bears have turned it over 3 times in the last 2 minutes and 16 seconds. And you just can't feed the beast, particularly when playing TCU, who really feeds on transition opportunities, and live ball turnovers do exactly that.
So tied at 17, Baylor and TCU. Frogs did win the first meeting of the year in Fort Worth, January 3rd. TCU has not swept Baylor since 2018. So the Bears trying to even this season series if they can get the win today here in Foster Pavilion. Not a bad crowd, not anywhere near a sellout. No question the weather has kept some people away. I would think some out-of-town folks,
yep,
it would be a tough ask to get them here for this game.
I think so, but John, the students have come out in full
that's good.
force. Isn't it wonderful?
And it's really good. Here we go, back to play. TCU ball. Brock Harding brings it into the front court for the Frogs. Purple road uniform, shooting to the basket to our right in the first half. Back outside to Caden Edwards. Now back to Harding, 10 to shoot. Harding directing traffic. Number 4 in the league in assists per games is Brock Harding, the Iowa transfer. Gets it back, 1 to shoot. Double clutch,
Great
and that's
play.
a shot clock violation because of the double clutch.
Yeah, and Caden Powell was the guy responsible for that. All he's trying to do is keep Harding from getting in the lane, and that is not an easy chore for him. But that's the kind of shot that you want Harding to take. He is 6 of 26 in Big 12 play from the three-point line. Just not part of his game. He's a really nice point guard, but he is a distributor, not a shooter.
Chase Posey is on, 6'5" sophomore from Houston. Bears ball,
Woo.
3, right corner is good by Isaac Williams. Williams knocks down the triple. Bears lead at 20-17.
Well, he's 2 of 2 out there today, 57% in conference play from the three-point line.
TCU underneath, head fake, shot up, shot is good, and a foul. Xavier Edmonds got the shot to fall, and he was fouled by Michael Ratai, personal number 1 on Ratai.
Well, he's 6'8", 245, and can really move. And the Bears were in good defensive rebounding position. In fact, I think it was Powell had the ball, but lost it to Edmonds, and then he picked it up and just used his body to move guys away, drew the foul. He'll have a chance for a three-point play.
Pat Cameron Carr has not scored in this game for the Bears, only taken 2 shots. Leading scorers for Baylor, the 2 guards outside, Obi Agbam and Isaac Williams, both have 8 apiece.
But John, that's a really good point. I think coming into the Tech game, we talked about how Carr and Yesufu were providing 50% of Baylor's scoring in conference play. They needed help, and they're getting some support from those 2 guys you just mentioned in this game.
Edmonds hits the free throw, 3-point play. It's tied at 20 with 9.5 minutes to go, first half. Here's Obi Agbam, dribbles to the left elbow. Back outside to Williams, back to Agbam. Agbam driving on Harding. Muscles it up, shot no good. Loose ball, Harding picks it up. Boy, there's a lot of contact on that play. Give the ball to Posey, drives in. Posey's wild shot, no good. Follow-up is swatted away, but they'll call a goaltend. Give the shot, the bucket to Vianney Salachim, little used player from Cameroon, and the block was by Cameron Carr. He's Baylor's block shots leader, but they'll call a goaltend on that one.
Yeah, and that's the 5th second chance point for TCU in this game. Since that last media, TCU's been pretty dominant on the offense, on its offensive glass.
TCU leads it by 2, 22-20. Good ball movement by the Bears. Williams, left corner, Ratai, 3, no good, left iron. Rebound by Posey for TCU. Give to Harding, up the floor to Lelevicius. Now back to Posey. Lelevicius has it on the right side. Posey now, top of the key. That is a lot of purple on that uniform. Here's a drive in, shot blocked. It was a block shot attempt by Jaden Pierre. But the whistle and the foul is on Obi Agbam, his first of the day.
Yeah, and again, since that last media timeout, TCU is spending a lot of time at its rim. I mean, have been able to turn the corner on the guys that earlier in the game were able to prevent that. And Pierre's at the line right now just because he was able to break a defender down and draw contact at the rim.
2 free throws coming for Pierre. First one is short, no good. It's a good free throw shooter on the year, 83% on the year, 100%, 4 of 4 in Big 12 play. Pierre, the transfer from Providence. Second one is good, 1 of 2. Lead is 3 for TCU, 23-20.
Yeah, and a bit of a dip right now for the Bears, but John, I think it's more on the defensive side than the offensive. They've been able to score, they just hadn't been able to get stops.
6-0 run by TCU, drive by Williams, layup no, but a foul. Foul's gonna be called on TCU's Vianney Salachim. That is his first of the day.
You know, when Isaac Williams is doing this is a much better basketball team on the offensive end. I mean, he's making threes, doesn't have to make all of them, but he's able to break the defense down, get some paint touches, either on the dribble or on the drive, and he's working his way to the free throw line. In this game, he's giving, really looking like a true point guard, which is something the Bears have struggled to find this season.
That is only the 3rd free throw attempt for the Bears in this game. Is that right? No, that is right.
It is.
Yeah, just the 3rd attempt. First miss at the line. Williams has 2. He was in the act of shooting. Yesufu hit 2 free throws earlier. Second one is good. So 1 of 2 by Isaac Williams. He's got 9 points. Bears down by 2, 23-21.
Yeah, see if the Bears can put a really good defensive stand here together. What you've got to do with Harding, and I think Pierre, is keep them out at the three-point line and out of the lane.
Harding gives the ball to Lelevicius. Back to Harding, now to Micah Robinson. Robinson to Edmonds. Edmonds backing down Williams, working hard on defense. Edmonds drives in, shot is blocked. Caden Powell helping out, gets the block.
Yeah, he had to come help because Williams at 6'1" was in the low post trying to guard Edmonds, who's 6'8", 250.
Now a drive by Isaac Williams, loses the handle, and a turnover by Isaac Williams. They say he kicked the ball. So give it over to TCU with 7:47 to play. First half, Frogs leading by 2. It's TCU 23, Baylor 21. Thanks again to Magnolia Realty, our game sponsor today. Magnolia Realty, the official realtor of Baylor Athletics. Timeout on the floor, Frogs by 2 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam that cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Bear basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
But John, the stats still pretty even. The game pretty even. TCU leads it by 2, 7:47 to go in the half. One big difference, though, and I think it goes back to what we were talking about a couple of minutes ago. Points in the paint heavily favor the Frogs. 16-6. TCU's outscored Baylor in the lane, and it's really a product of all those dribble drives, offensive rebounds. I think on that side of the floor, when TCU's got the ball, they are really, I think, more physical. They're able to get the ball around defense, man-to-man defense on the perimeter, and that's why you've got a 10-point disparity in terms of points scored in the lane.
You know, sometimes you think of paint points as being the bigs scoring those, but for TCU, it's those guards that are driving, getting to the rim, and laying it in.
That's right. I mean, Pierre has 5. He's gotten a couple in there. Michael Robinson's got 3. And then Xavier Edmonds is the guy that's doing most of the damage down there, as you would expect. I mean, he's a big, strong, athletic guy at 6'8", 245. And the Bears really have not come up with an answer for him yet when they're on defense.
All right, so as the officials huddle up and talk, during that timeout, they decide it's Baylor's ball. So not a kick ball by Isaac Williams. And it went out of bounds off TCU, so it's Baylor's ball. Inbounding on their baseline. Bears trailing by 2, 23-21. Williams gets it inbounds in the hands of Cameron Carr. Baylor's leading scorer has not scored today. Drives baseline. Fires it outside to Williams, who hits the 3.
And that was a great pass, a great find by Cameron Carr, who threw that thing about 35 feet to a wide open Williams.
Bears regain the lead, 24-23. 12 in the first half by Isaac Williams. Harding looks to answer, and he does with a 3 from the left wing.
You know, and the game plan says give him all those he wants. He's just 26% in conference play from that spot on the floor.
TCU regains the lead, 26-24 over the Bears. 7:05 to go. Here's Carr, drives in, doing what he does very well. He draws contact. He'll have 2 free throws coming. The foul on Lataris Lelevicius, his first.
Well, and he's a scorer, Carr is, and he's struggled to get any open looks, and that's going to be just the way it is in Big 12 play for him. But scorers know how to manufacture points, and this way created a shot for himself, was fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws.
17 points, 3 rebounds in 36 minutes for Carr against TCU in the first meeting. First free throw is good. That's his first point today.
You know, he has been really good in conference play. He's not just a guy, he's not a volume shooter, but he's a guy that knows how to get the ball in the basket, and he's come up with big points against really good defenses in this league.
Yeah, that's really good. This extends a little bit further back than just conference, but he's been 15 points or better in 10 straight games.
Yeah.
So really consistent also.
Yeah, very consistent. Got his second free throw down, and he is 46% from the three-point line in conference play. This guy has been one of the better players in the league.
2 free throws by Carr. First 2 points of the day. Ties the game at 26 apiece. Under 7 minutes to go, first half. Here's Pierre working on Powell. Drives in all the way to the bucket and circles back out. Now bounces to Edmonds. Big high dribble. Nearly had it stolen. Into the paint, and he threw it away. In close proximity, Edmonds tried to pass it to Jaden Pierre and shot it by him into the camera row.
You know, Caden Powell gets a high 5 or 2 for that series. He was all over the place. He made sure the guy he was guarding, typically a foot shorter than him, or about that, didn't turn the corner on him. Ball went into the low post. Williams was outmanned down there. He doubled down from the perimeter, got a piece of that ball, and TCU scrambled the rest of the series.
6.5 minutes on the clock, first half. Baylor and TCU tied at 26. Here is a collision in the corner, and the foul is going to be called on Dan Skillings Jr. Man, it was way away from the ball. I didn't see how it happened,
I didn't see a thing. Way away. It must have been an illegal screen. It was. Now we're seeing the replay, and he did move on the screen. But it was way away from the play. In fact, I'm not sure that it was really going to affect the play one way or the other. Bears needed the ball, and they turn it over.
Skillings' first personal foul, first half. 5 team fouls on the Bears, 5 team fouls on TCU. Score dead even as well, 26 apiece. TCU basketball, right wing. Pierre gives to Lelevicius. Drive, layup, too strong, no good. Edmonds an offensive rebound and fouled on the putback attempt. Foul's going to be called on Obi Agbo.
Yeah, and I think Caden Powell raised his arm. He was volunteering for that foul because he hasn't committed one yet in the game. But that's just the work of Edmonds, and Bears just having a hard time putting a body on him. He's hard to find because he's so athletic, and then when you get a body on him, he'll just shove you up underneath the basket at 6'8", 245.
So Edmonds at the line for two. First one, 2 bounces on the rim and in.
You know, that ball had
How
no
did he make
chance.
that shot?
No chance.
Scott Drew has his play card, and he just kind of tosses it away. How does that ball go in? Edmonds is 4 of 4 at the line today. He's got another one coming. Yesufu back on the floor. Agbum to the bench. Skilling's back out there, and Caden Powell gets a breather.
You know it's your day when you get one like that to bounce in.
Yeah.
They all count.
Second one, back iron, no good on that one. 1 of 2, rebound by Cameron Carr. Frogs lead by 1, 27-26. Here's Tunde Yesufu, left wing. Starts to drive, now gets the ball back outside to Ratai. Ratai to Cameron Carr. Pass deflected and stolen by Toulson. Toulson off to the races, waits for reinforcements. Gives it back to Jaden Pierre. Pierre, top of the key. Now to Harding. Now to Toulson into the paint. Head fake. Shot up, blocked by Isaac Williams. Great body control to get the block. Break the other way. Cameron Carr is fouled on a drive to the basket. Foul is going to be called on Brock Harding. That is 2 on the point guard for the Frogs.
You know, what a play by Williams at the other end. And you just can't believe how hard it is to do that. He's guarding a guy man-to-man, trying to get a body on him. He finally got him stopped. He stayed on the floor. He didn't get lifted with a head and shoulder fake and timed the shot beautifully to get yet another block for Williams.
Second personal on Harding. He'll go to the bench. Bears inbounding on their baseline. Inbounds to Carr. Up for 3. It's no good. Missed badly. Rebound by Williams. Put back no good. Edmonds rebounds for TCU. Not a good looking shot there by Carr. Here's Pierre, drives all the way. Ball knocked out of bounds. But a whistle and a foul, and it's going against Baylor's Cameron Carr.
Yeah, you get the feeling that Carr is just kind of searching for something. He's only taken 3 shots in the game. His only points have come at the free throw line. But you know it's going to come together. When he sees one go down, maybe that'll get him going. But again, every game he plays in, he's going to have a big old target on his back. Because if you're going to control Baylor from your defensive perspective, you've got to do something about Carr.
There's Isaac Williams to the bench. Agbum and Powell back on. Ratai to the bench as well for Baylor. As Jaden Pierre goes to the free throw line. He is 1 of 2 shooting free throws today. First one is good. He'll get the bonus. TCU leads by 2, 28-26.
Josie Hutton just tells us that that block gave 13 blocks on the season for Isaac Williams, and that is second in the nation among players who are listed at 6'1" or shorter.
Wow, amazing.
It is amazing.
2 free throws by Pierre. It's 29-26. TCU leads by 3 over the Bears. 5:06 on the clock, first half.
There it is.
Nice pass. Agbum hits Carr, and he dunks it for his first field goal today.
And that is a laser from Agbum, who saw Carr going baseline. That's how you alleviate that pressure. Go back door, make yourself a target, and get it to the basket.
Well executed play. Maybe that'll get Carr going. Bears pull within 1, down 29-28. TCU's Pierre on the perimeter. Angles to the right side. Gives it to Micah Robinson. Head fake, drive, scoop. Nice pass. Scooped it underneath to Vianney Salachim, and Salachim dunks it for 2.
Yeah, that play broke down when Cameron Carr did take the head fake, did get lifted, and his offensive player went right around him. And now, an illegal screen, foul called against Caden Powell.
So they'll walk to the other end. TCU with the ball and the lead, 31-28 over Baylor. 4:21 to play, first half. This is the coaches versus cancer game. A lot of acknowledgments to that and more to come. TCU into the front court. Pierre drives, layup, good. Boy, he just jetted by Caden Powell for the lay-in.
And that is another point in the paint. Look at this, John. 18-8 now. TCU is leading that particular stat. And the Bears defensively are struggling to stop it.
That's a 5-point lead for the Frogs, Pat. That is their biggest in the first half, 33-28. Under 4 minutes on the clock. Here's Carr working against the defense of Pierre into the paint. Pull-up jumper is good. 12 feet straight away. Cameron Carr back-to-back baskets for Baylor. Timeout, Scott Drew.
Well, Cameron Carr is just a bucket getter, and that time he felt like they needed one. He liked the matchup that he had, and he got a big bucket for the Bears. Now 3:37 to go in the half. TCU was starting to separate a little bit, and that bucket by Carr stems the tide.
Maybe he's found the touch here. He struggled early, but back-to-back baskets by Carr. Bears trail by 3. Timeout, 3:37 to play. Before halftime, it's TCU 33, Baylor 30 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
198th meeting all time between these longtime rivals, Baylor and TCU, today here in Waco. And today's game is presented by Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics.
Don, again, the stats pretty even as they have been for the entire first half. We now have 3.5 minutes, 3:37 to be exact, left in the half. And the big number, as you look at them, the disparity shows up in points in the paint. TCU with 20, Baylor with just 10. And, it's not a high-scoring game. It's a game played at a pace that I think TCU really wants to play at. You extend this out, game finishes low 70s, maybe mid-60s. But that is a big differential, 20-10. And the Bears really, since about the 10-minute mark of the first half, have not figured out a way to keep TCU from scoring down low. And the guy doing the most damage there has been Edmonds. He's got 8 points in the game. He's got 4 rebounds. And of those 4, 2 of them on the offensive side.
I tell you what, Jamie Dixon has to feel really good about where his team is right now. Playing without David Punch, out with the flu. They are leading and playing really well without Punch, kind of piecing things together without their leading scorer and leading rebounder.
Yeah, and they, we said when the game started, cupboard's not bare. They had one of the best 6 men in the league in Micah Robinson, and they just elevated him to a starter in this game. So the bench is a little thinner, but Robinson is a really good player. We said we started the broadcast. He had a double-double when these two teams met earlier in Fort Worth.
All right, Frogs ball as play resumes. Bears have Obi Agbum, Tunde Yesufu, Cameron Carr, Dan Skillings Jr., and Caden Powell, the 5 on the floor. We hear from Caden Powell coming up at halftime. This Coaches versus Cancer recognition today is really close to him as well. We'll hear more on that coming up at the half. Here's TCU. Pierre into the paint, gives to Robinson. Spin, shot, no good. Edmonds going for the rebound, and Xavier Edmonds is whistled for the foul.
Yeah, that's Powell just getting a body on him, and that is, we've said a couple times already, that is not easy to do because he is big and strong and quick to the ball, but Powell did the work, and that's going to put Baylor at the free throw line. Now in the bonus, Powell will get the 1-and-1.
So we'll walk to the far end of the court, the left as we look on from our spot. Caden Powell has not scored here in this first half. We've not seen James Najee today, and Patty played a season low minute 48 seconds against Texas Tech the other night. I think Caden Powell is playing so well that it maybe makes it not as necessary to sort of force the issue with James Najee.
Yeah, when these two teams met earlier, Najee played 16 minutes. He had 5 rebounds. In fact, in the plus-minus stat that are kept, and that's how you impact the game individually when you're in there, he was the only Baylor player with a plus, and it was a +5. 2 good free throws by Powell. They couldn't come at a better time.
Pulls Baylor within 1, 33-32. TCU on top. 3 minutes, 19 seconds and counting, first half. Pierre across the timeline. Angles to the right side, now passes back. 3-pointer in the air, a shot no good by Toulson. Well, that was a quick 3, rebounded by Yesufu. Up the floor, tries to hit Powell. Led him too much. The ball goes out of bounds. Turnover Bears.
You know, if it works, that's a great play and a great pass. But I think in that situation, 3 minutes to go in the half, you just don't need a great play. You need a really solid possession and a bucket. Had a chance to go up with a bucket. And just one I think Yesufu would like to have back.
Pat, you said it, but that's too many turnovers by Baylor. That's 9 by the Bears in the first half. Frogs ball leading by 1, under 3 minutes to go before halftime. Toulson gives to Robinson. Now to Caden Edwards. He'll launch a 3. It's no good. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds, off of a TCU player, so it's Baylor's ball. Toulson was asking for a review on that, asking his coach, and Jamie Dixon's not going to do it.
You know, I see what Toulson's talking about.
Really?
I'll just put it that way.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Interesting. So no review, and the ball goes over to Baylor. Here's Obi Agbam into the paint. Pull-up jumper, no good. Fight for the loose ball. Skillings goes to the floor to save it. Gives to Agbam. Great effort by Dan Skillings Jr. Drive into the paint by Williams. Outside to Agbam for 3. It's no good. It rims out. Skillings the offensive rebound. Bears get another reset.
Yeah, that's his second offensive rebound in this trip up the floor for the Bears.
Williams on the right wing. Bounces for Carr. Shot up, no, but he's fouled. Salachim the foul of Cameron Carr. He draws contact. He'll go to the line for 2.
And that's what the ball movement, John, that we've been talking about. And the catalyst for all of that was Dan Skillings with a couple of offensive rebounds. Just saved the possession. But the ball is moving. You guys have cutting back door. That's exactly what Carr did to get that. So when a guy cuts, you got to find him and you got to give it to him. And Williams was the guy that made that pass.
Cameron Carr to the line where he's 2 of 2 today. First one is good. Boy, looking at that end of the floor, the courtside players are here. Appreciate them. And, man, that student section is full to overflowing. And that is really cool to see. That end of the arena plus behind us.
Yeah, it really is. And think about the Baylor offense playing on that side of the floor. You've got a home crowd. They're vocal. They're active. And that's just a nice place to be. Second free throw by Carr is good. He's coming on. Now with 7 points in the first half, he's perfect at the free throw line. Actually, give him 8 now.
Make it 8 with that made free throw. And it gives Baylor the lead, 34-32-3. Lead seesaws back the way of the Bears by 1. Here's Harding working on Isaac Williams. Drives to the baseline left. Now drops it off to Micah Robinson. Robinson outside to Harding, now to Pierre with 8 to shoot. Pierre way outside the arc on the right side. Pierre to Salachim, shot up, no good, too strong, tip, no good. Loose ball tipped out and over to Baylor. That was great defense by the Bears.
You know, it really was, and the guy down low that was caught guarding, or the recipient of the pass intended anyway, was Edmonds, and that was going to be a big mismatch TCU's way. So Williams came over, Skillings came over to give him help, and it just disrupted what looked like was going to be a bucket for TCU. Great play and great help. That's team defense.
Bears can extend their lead on this possession. 1:26 to go in the first half. Give to Carr, drive, shot, no. He ended up on the floor, no foul on that one. Outlet to Pierre for TCU. To Lelevicius, his 3 is no good. Rebound Cameron Carr. Carr Pushes the tempo up the floor to Agbum. To Skilling's corner, back to Agbum. 3, no good, back iron.
What a great look. Great look, great ball movement, just didn't get the shot to go down. And then Skilling's trying to chase down an offensive rebound, called for the foul.
Second personal on Dan Skillings. Will walk to the near end and shoot free throws. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Alongside Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris. Bob Baker, our courtside engineer, Dr. Van Goodall in the network studios. Jaden Pierre shooting free throws, a couple of them for TCU, and the first one is good.
Both teams doing a nice job getting to the line. 8 for 10 now from TCU. Baylor seems to have righted the ship. 9 of 10 from the line for the Bears. Second one by Pierre is good.
And the lead seesaws back the way of TCU now. 35-34 Frogs. Final minute, first half. Nice pass, Williams to Cameron Carr, who dunks it home.
And Williams was just inviting the pressure, had a double team coming. He wanted that because he knew if he got that, it was 5-on-4, and he found the open guy, Carr.
TCU ball into the front court. Jamie Dixon calls for a timeout. 38.4 seconds to go in the first half. Bears lead by 1, 36-35 over the Frogs. Pat, how even has this first half been between these two teams?
Yeah, and they're really going at one another. Williams, what a first half he's had. He's got 12 points, a couple of assists. The job he's done defensively, he's got a block shot. But, you know, that's why you've got to have a point guard, a guy that'll stir it up, that'll create it. You want a guard out there that if somebody else flashes open, you just got to find a way to get it to him. And Williams has done that time after time in the first half. And this is, John, every time TCU and Baylor play, it's a 1 or 2 possession kind of game, and that's what we've had since the opening tip.
You know, this team completely new this year, still a work in progress. They had planned to have Rob Wright as the point guard for Baylor this season and build around him, and he got a lot of money and went to BYU. So then all of a sudden you don't have anybody really returning to build around. And I think where that shows itself the most is at the point guard position. And Obi Agbum and Isaac Williams have done really well, and they continue to get better, but it's still a work in progress.
It is, John, and when you've got a point guard, you've got other recruits to play that position who aren't coming because they want to play, and they're probably not going to play behind a guy like Wright. And so when Wright made the move that he did, now there's a big hole to fill, and the Bears went out, got a couple of guys, and it's been a work in progress, but Williams today has been outstanding.
All right, TCU ball, 38.4 seconds to go as they put the ball back in play, their half of the floor. Bears lead by 1, 36-35. Lelevicius open for a 3, and he nails it from the right wing.
Yeah, that's what he's out there to do. In fact, most of his shots on the season, 20 of 34 in conference play, have been threes.
38-36, TCU leads. Shot clock is off, 17 seconds on the game clock. Bears can play for the final shot of the half right here. Agbum dribbles between the rings, now at 9, now at 8, now at 7. Agbum starts his drive on Harding. Bumps him away, up with the right elbow jumper. It's good by Obi Agbum, and that's how the half ends. Agbum's bucket. We are tied 38-38, Baylor and TCU at halftime.
Bears desperately needed that. You want to take some momentum with you when you go into halftime, and Agbum's defender fell to the ground. I don't think Agbum realized it till he turned around and faced the bucket, and it turned out to be a pretty easy shot for him to knot this thing up at 38 at halftime.
Well, dead even at the half, Baylor and TCU. Fun game, big game for both the Bears and the Frogs. Stay with us, our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. When we come back, Baylor, TCU tied at 38 at halftime on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge Checking own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Vengeance cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Services halftime show. Bluebonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Thanks again to our game sponsor today, Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics. Baylor and TCU tied at 38 at the intermission. Pat will have all the first half stats coming up in a bit, but a very even, as the score would indicate, first half between these longtime rivals, Baylor and TCU. Mentioned Caden Powell, who is a senior for the Bears from Midway High School here in Waco, transferred to Baylor this year from Rice. And we also mentioned Michael Montag, who is representing the American Cancer Society, a leukemia, recovered from leukemia, had 870 days of treatment and rang the bell just 2 weeks ago. And he is recognized on this Coaches versus Cancer Day today here as Baylor hosts TCU. A real connection between Michael Montag, who's in the Midway School District, and Caden Powell. We asked Caden about that after the two exchanged pleasantries yesterday at the Baylor practice.
It's just we're extremely grateful for the opportunity. Me personally, grateful that he can be here. Obviously, everything that he's been through. It's not an easy journey, and I know he has a big family over at South Bosque. I know all the teachers take really good care of him, and we want to do that here today and tomorrow and with him as well.
Yeah. That's nice. I mean, the way you welcome him in, make him part of your team, really, it's got to mean a lot to Michael and his family.
I mean, I don't know if there's a quantitative number on how much it means to them, but I know it means a lot, and so we want to give them the best experience possible. Yeah. Just because like I said, he's been through so much at such a young age, and he deserves the world.
Yeah. Seems like cancer, the fight against cancer, it touches everybody, doesn't it? Has that been something you've had to work through?
Yes, it has been something I've had to work through. So I know I personally know and am very acquainted with all the battles and everything that goes through with the whole process. And so, like I said, we're extremely glad for him to be here today. And also, you want to give him the best experience he can because that's what he deserves.
And he spoke from the heart there. It's his mom, Connie. I don't think he'd mind telling us has fought the battle with cancer and fought valiantly. And so this really touches Caden with Michael Montag, Pat, being here and being honored today and this weekend with Baylor basketball. The guys, those two even talked about they both went through South Bosque Elementary together. So there's a real connection between Caden Powell and Michael Montag.
Yeah, it was funny. In the press conference, Caden Powell was part of it and asked a few questions and was asking Michael about his experience in elementary school. And Caden Powell actually knew the teacher that Michael had pointed out as being one of his favorites. So there's a huge connection there. And I just love the interest and really the heart that not only Caden Powell but the other Baylor players have for a kid like Michael.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
All right, halftime from Foster Pavilion. Baylor and TCU tied at 38. Pat will give us all the first half stats when we come back on the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report, brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Bears and Frogs tied at halftime on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Energy, passion, unforgettable moments. That's Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. From walk-off wins to jaw-dropping defense, this team delivers excitement every time they take the field. And season tickets put you right in the middle of it. Lock in your seat for every pitch, every rally, and every big moment this spring. Season tickets guarantee your spot for marquee matchups against Texas, Texas A&M, and more. Get your Baylor softball season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Halftime from Foster Pavilion. Baylor looking to get its second win in Big 12 conference play, and we're knotted up at 38. And as you look at the stats, those would suggest this has been a really tight game because the stats are virtually identical with a couple of exceptions. Baylor shooting at 44%. They made 5 of 14 threes. They made 9 of 10 at the free throw line. Almost identical for TCU. They're at 43% from the floor. They're exactly, virtually the same, I guess, 2 percentage points off from the three-point line. And they've made 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Rebounding has favored the Bears, 19-13. That's been a work in progress for them, so a plus in that category when you compare these two teams statistically in this game. Bears, though, did turn it over 9 times in the first half, 4 turnovers for TCU. Bears average on the season just 12 turnovers a ball game, so on on pace to greatly exceed that unless they take care of it here in the second half. Another big disparity is points in the paint, which heavily favored TCU. It was a 2-to-1 disparity there. Bears have gotten that a little bit back into balance. TCU with 20 points in the paint, Baylor with 14 here at halftime. Bears had 5 players score, and 3 of those in double digits, 10 apiece for Obi Agbum and Cameron Carr. And then Isaac Williams led all scorers in the game with 12 first-half points. Just a bucket, a couple of rebounds for Caden Powell, but his work on the defensive side did have a couple of block shots, and defensively, things that don't show up in the box score, he's really done well. Michael Ratai got a couple of rebounds, did not score in the first half. Same for Dan Skillings, although Skillings did have 4 rebounds in the first 20 minutes. For TCU, only one player in double digits. That's Jaden Pierre, the guard, with 11. 8 points for Xavier Edmonds. He had 4 rebounds to go along with his points. And then 3 for Micah Robinson. Edmonds with 8. Lelavicius with 3, got 1 3 down. Brock Harding with 5 in the first half. Just a couple of assists for him, below his average. Salachum with 4, 2 apiece for Toulson and Edwards, and that gets TCU up to 38. Some of the finer points otherwise, Baylor with 7 assists on 12 made buckets, about the same for TCU, 6 assists on 13 made buckets. Second chance points favored TCU by a bucket, 6-4. Mentioned the rebounding battle, 5 of those 19 rebounds by the Bears on the offensive side, 3 of 13 offensive rebounds for TCU. So a lot to talk about here, but you boil it all down. The stats would suggest, again, a close game, and it is. In fact, we're tied at 38 here at halftime, so a lot of basketball left to be played as the Bears look to get their second win in Big 12 Conference play here at Foster Pavilion. We'll see if they can do that in a few minutes in the second half here. You're listening to Baylor Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
The year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Here in Foster Pavilion. That'll wrap up our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. Brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Pat, sometimes a fun exercise, sometimes more fun than others, to go back and look at your keys pregame. How do they shape up 20 minutes into this game?
Well, we said they had to get to the free throw line, had to get there, had to score there, and they've done that. They've made 9 of 10. which is huge. You think about it, if they were shooting at just below 60%, as they have been in conference play, it's a different basketball game. So tied at 38. And then offensively, limit quick shots, limit bad shots to keep TCU from being able to score in the open floor. In fact, TCU with just 5 fast break points. That's a plus, I think. So a check there in terms of that key. And then I thought also they needed to keep Brock Harding in front of them defensively and out of the lane. Done a good job of that as well. He has just 2 assists in the first half. But it's been Pierre, it's been some of those other guys who've been able to get the ball in the lane. So I think, again, a really good first half statistically. One thing the Bears really struggled to do, John, it goes to the limit bad shots thing, is turn the ball over in bunches. There was a roll there, a run there where TCU got 3 turnovers in a row and were able to score on each one of those, and they've got to avoid that.
38-38 at halftime. 8 ties, 8 lead changes in the first half. So that shows you how close things were through the first 20 minutes of this game. Again, another nice recognition for the coaches versus cancer today. All the players, all the coaches, all the support staff. A lot of fans in the stands also held up signs that said, "I stand in honor of," and space to put someone's name in there. And you and I, Pat, put Michael Montag's name in there, who is representing today leukemia, recovering from leukemia, 13-year-old basketball player, and a guy that was warmly welcomed by the Baylor basketball team yesterday and today.
You know, it was great. We were talking to him before the game, and I asked him, "You're a hooper, right?" He said, "Oh, yeah, 7th grade basketball." I said, "Can you handle it?" He said, "Yeah, I can handle it okay." "Can you shoot it?" "Oh, yeah, I can shoot it."
Oh, really?
And I said,
very confident.
Hey, you know, I mean, what else really matters?
Absolutely.
So, but what an inspirational story.
Yeah.
And John, I think we all know, either directly or indirectly, somebody who has directly been affected or whose family has been affected by leukemia, lymphoma. So it's just a great opportunity for us to bring the awareness of what all's involved in that, and Michael kind of leading the charge on that has been great today.
Turned 13 years old on Tuesday, so big week for Michael Montag. Bears need a win to cap it off in the right way. Tied 38-38 at halftime. Bears ball to begin the second half. Agbum drives into the lane. Pull-up shot over Harding is good.
You know, it's really good to see him scoring again. In the World University Games back in July, he was the leading scorer in that tournament, and he's yet to really have a breakout game. Maybe today's the day.
40-38, Bears lead it over TCU. They nearly throw it away. They do. Saved in bounds by Pierre, but then Cam Carr trying to hit a teammate, threw it away, stolen by TCU, and Harding knocks down a short jumper.
Oh, that's such a missed opportunity. The Bears had saved it, and I think it was Carr threw it back in bounds, threw it right to a TCU player, and immediately the Frogs have numbers offensively, got an easy bucket.
So tied at 40, 1 minute in. Caden Powell to Agbum, right corner three is good. Agbum on fire today for the Bears. Baylor leads by 3.
I'd say just keep it going. Find him, get him touches. When he's in a groove like this, he can really score.
15 on the day by Obi Agbum. Now a foul on Baylor. Tunde Yesufu. He was his minutes were really short in the first half because of 2 quick fouls. Now he gets number 3 here early in the second.
Yeah, and they're going to give Harding 2 free throws. I thought they got him on the drive, but he's going to get 2 free throws out of it. He's not a real good free throw shooter. First one right down the middle, of course. But Harding at the 3-point line in conference play, just 2 of 9. Doesn't get there very often. But he's made his only 3 today, poor 3-point shooter. And he gets 2 free throws to go here.
And he hits them both, and TCU goes, or pulls within 1. It's 43-42. Bears on top. Minute 20 seconds into the second half. Agbum with the hot hand for the Bears. Gives to Powell. Back to Agbum. Double team way outside the arc. Gives to Cam Carr. Carr looks to drive. Passes on the baseline to Yesufu. 3 left corner. It's good. Tunde Yesufu for 3.
And Carr was the guy that created that entire play just on the drive. That's his 3rd assist of the game.
46-42. That may be Baylor's biggest lead today. It's not much. 4-point lead for the Bears. Underneath, Edmonds, shot blocked out of bounds by Powell. Caden Powell standing strong in the post.
Yeah, that's his third block of the game, and that is tough to do. You got a guy 6'8", 250, who's just using the Barkley to back Powell down into the deep low post. Finally made his move, and Powell swatted it away.
It's not Baylor's biggest lead of the day. They led by 6 early on, 17-11 over TCU. Here's a drive by Pierre, layup no good. Powell the rebound for the Bears. With Baylor leading 46-42. Baylor possession. Bears in the gold uniform shoot to the basket to our right in front of their bench here in the second half. Cam Carr to Caden Powell. Give and go to Yesufu. Goes up for the shot. Partially blocked by Lelevicius, but a foul is called on Lataris Lelevicius from Lithuania.
And you know, Caden Powell is underappreciated for his ability to pass the ball. He had the ball at the three-point line, middle of the floor, and Yesufu made a backdoor cut, and at 6'10", he sees the floor pretty well, does Powell. He put it right on the money and allowed Yesufu to get his way to the line.
I think Caden Powell is really playing good basketball for the Bears.
You know, he is, and we talked about the development of Najee. I think right now Powell is just so in sync with the offense. On the defensive side, he's making plays like the one we just saw him make. And other than to give him a breather here and there, you really have to have him, Baylor does, on the floor.
First free throw is good by Yesufu. Second one back iron, no good. Edmonds the rebound for TCU. Bears lead by 5, 47-42. TCU ball, Harding. Bounces to Micah Robinson. Back top of the key to Edmonds. Now to Pierre on the right side. Tell you again, TCU playing without David Punch from Harker Heights, out with the flu. Lelevicius drives in. Left-hand runner is good.
Yeah, Lelevicius, right? Did I get that right?
Sure.
Knows that he's being guarded by a guy that has 3 fouls in the game, and he went right at him. Yesufu had to back off at the end.
47-44, Bears lead by 3. Pass by Agbum was intended to be a pass to Cam Carr, but it hit the rim and ricocheted out of bounds, so it ends up being a turnover by Baylor.
Yeah, turnover number 10. And that into double digits in the turnover category is this part of the game, 3 minutes into the second half. That's pretty early for a team that's taking care of the ball pretty well.
Frogs ball, they trail by 3 to the Bears. 3 minutes in, second half. Oh, the block by Dan Skillings Jr. from behind. Starts the break the other way. Carr is fouled. How about that block by Skillings? Came in behind Edmonds and got all ball.
Yeah, Edmonds was wide open, and what Skillings did was, it looked like he was almost backing off, but he got him kind of as an afterthought.
Yeah.
As Edmonds went up, he thought he was going to dunk it home, and Skillings came in behind him and just stripped him of it.
You know, he contested the shot with his right hand.
Yep.
Edmonds kind of went past him, and he reached around with his left hand and blocked the shot. That was huge for the Bears. Inbounds to Yesufu. 12-foot leaner, left side is good. Oh, but a charge is called on Yesufu.
I think they're saying he pushed off.
So will that wipe out the basket also?
Yeah,
probably so.
Yeah. And that's going to be number 4. That's going to be 4 on Yesufu. And that comes at a really bad time. You just got the feeling he was starting to heat up. It already made a 3 here in the second half.
Well, the officials will come to the scorer's table, and Chance Moore will tell us.
The ruling of a common foul on the floor is being reviewed. We're going to go to immediate timeout.
All right, let's do that. Well, and they don't put the bucket on the board, Pat. I guess that wipes out the shot made by Yesufu.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we're going to see. I don't know if they're looking to see whether the common foul gets escalated to a flagrant one. I just don't know. There was a lot of contact, and we have a hard time. We don't have a very good vantage point here as the entire coaching staff is in front of us, but we'll sort it out during the timeout.
And that is 4 on Tunde Yesufu with a long way to go. 16:40 on the clock. Baylor right now 47, TCU 44. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Play ball!
Spring in Waco means one thing: Baylor baseball on Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. From big home runs to big-time moments, this season is packed with must-see action. Season tickets are on sale now, giving you the best seats, the best value, and every unforgettable play all spring long. Don't just hear the crowd, be a part of it. Get your Baylor baseball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets. Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
Everything we do for you.
Slam dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Looking at the replay and then talking, and we need an explanation from Chance Moore. Yeah, here it comes. But I'm afraid this might be a flagrant on Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, it's hard to read lips. We're going to find out officially here in just a second. But the contact that Yesufu made looked to me to be incidental, but it was above the shoulders. And so we'll see. You know, it looks like they are going to give TCU free throws. And John, I mean, maybe the worst part of that whole scenario is Yesufu has 4 fouls.
Yeah.
We got 16:40 to go in the game.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Well, he's just had a rough time with fouls today. 2 very quick in the first half, had to sit.
Yep.
Majority of the half. Now 2 in the first 3.5 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, it's going to send Leleficius, I'm going to get that right, to the free throw line. He is 4 of 4 at the line in conference play.
So it was ruled a flagrant, and it was, like you said, Pat, he went up for the shot against Leleficius, and then his left arm kind of came down, and it was above the shoulders. I don't think it was intentional at all, certainly the way that we see it, but when it hit Leleficius above the shoulders, that's where the flagrant came in.
I think that's right. I think it's the fact that he hit him there. First free throw is good, but it was completely incidental. In fact, he was just finishing his shot. His left hand was coming down, obviously launched it with his right hand and hit the player right in the face. So that's 2 good free throws by TCU. That cuts the lead to 1. And think about this, John, not only does it cut the lead to 1, it takes 2 off the board because Yesufu had scored the ball, and TCU will get it back.
47-46, 1-point lead for the Bears. TCU basketball. Leleficius did hit the 2 free throws. Pulls the Frogs within 1. Edwards around the perimeter, gives to Harding. Now to Pierre. Pierre, top of the key. Pierre will drive on Carr to Harding. 8 to shoot. Harding outside to Pierre. He'll launch a 3. It's good. Straight away 3 off the dribble by Jaden Pierre. TCU leads now 49-47.
Yeah, I mean, what a big turnaround. We're going to mark that spot because Bears were rolling before that series and that flagrant 1. That allowed for a 5-point possession for TCU.
49-47 Frogs. Isaac Williams drives in, gives the ball to Powell. Reach-in foul is going to be called on TCU. Brock Harding whistled for the foul. That is his 3rd personal. And only the 2nd team foul on TCU in the half. Harding will go to the bench. Tanner Toulson is back on.
Well, and John, again, just to kind of revisit that, if Baylor got a bucket, 16:41 to play, that would have made it 49-44. Bucket removed. Yesufu with his 4th foul. Flagrant 1 called. TCU makes 2 free throws. It's 47-46, and then get the ball and hit a 3. And now with the snap of your finger, really in a span of about a minute, less than a minute, TCU has a 2-point lead.
Well, and now we have an official timeout. The scorers table down from us has a lot of questions for Chance Moore, who is the lead official in this game today. But there is a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside. 15:54 to play. TCU leads Baylor 49-47. Thanks again to Magnolia Realty, our game sponsor today. Magnolia Realty, the official realtor, real estate partner of Baylor Athletics. Back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of venture cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem
Hey.
and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip.
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. You can check it out on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. You can watch right here, courtside with Pat, Bob, and I, and anybody else that happens to be in the background. So check it out, the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. Thanks to NextLink, providing our courtside cam.
Well, John, in this one, what a turn of events, really, in just the last minute of play. In fact, it's a 7-0 run by TCU in a minute and 26 seconds, and that 7 points is the 2 free throws on the flagrant one, and then the 3 by Pierre. And then Baylor has not scored a field goal in the last 2.5 minutes. Understand, too, that shot by Yesufu that went in was disallowed because of the offensive foul that they turned into a flagrant one. So, as is the case in life, you got to persevere, you got to answer. Yeah. Bears will have the ball underneath their own bucket, 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Yesufu's on the bench for the Bears with 4 fouls. Here is a takedown by Tanner Toolson. He had Obi Agbum over the head, around the head. Now the TCU players and coaches are maybe asking for a review here. I don't think Obi Agbum put his head between the arm of Toolson.
No, I mean, they just got wrapped up. But, Agbum was trying to get away from the contact, and I think that's the difference. He's trying to get open, and there's no reason for him to grab Toolson. Toolson grabbed him. He's trying to stop him.
First personal on Toolson. Isaac Williams inbounding. Baylor's covered up. He has to call timeout to avoid a 5-second call. So timeout, Baylor. We will keep it right here with 15:52 to play. Man, oh man, the last couple of minutes have just been start and stop, haven't they?
They have, and that came at a time, John, and we don't want to dwell on this, but it's worth talking about. That came at a time when I thought the Bears had developed a little bit of rhythm. They'd finally gotten Yesufu going. He'd made a 3, got that bucket kind of on his own, and that stoppage and review and checking things out, I thought took a lot of momentum away from the Bears, who had gone up by 6, as I recall, early here in the second half. Good news is still a lot of time left to play, and the Bears down by just 2 with a home crowd. You gotta answer. You gotta respond to that. And the Bears still with 20 on their shot clock have a chance to do that. Need a solid possession here coming out of this break.
TCU leads by 2, 49-47. Fun to see Sam and Tricia Patterson here today. Sam, long time with Baylor basketball, currently head coach down the road at Mary Hardin Baylor and doing very well. Sam's doing a great job down there. Curtis Geralds is here today.
He sure is.
We need some minutes from Curtis Geralds. Bears inbound the ball to Cam Carr. He looks to drive, and he loses the handle on the drive. So turnover Baylor on the possession coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, and John, it's 12 turnovers against a team that just doesn't turn it over a whole lot. Missed an opportunity there to just try to seize some of that momentum back that they lost with that stoppage of play.
Well, TCU returns the favor. Here's a pass from Pierre to Toulson on the wing, and it's off Toulson's hands and out of bounds, and the Bears have the ball right back. That is just turnover number 6 by the Frogs today, so Baylor has twice as many turnovers. Bears ball down by 2. Skillings, left corner 3, shot no good.
You know, that was really quick in the possession. When you need a better one than that, you've got to run your offense, get into a set, and create a better shot than the one that Skillings took right out of the gate.
He was wide open, but shot wouldn't fall. Drive by Micah Robinson, took Skillings to the rack and banks it in. Robinson has 5 on the day. TCU leads by 4 now, 51-47.
Yeah, we got Ratai about to check back into the game. I think he's going to get Skillings.
TCU by 4, 15-minute mark. Powell, nice pass underneath. Skillings, the bank-in basket.
It's another great pass from the top of the key by Caden Powell, who sees the floor really well.
TCU by 2. Frogs attack, whistle, foul. It's going to be called on Dan Skillings Jr. That is personal number 3 on the day on Skillings, the Cincinnati transfer. Going back to Cincinnati next week. Bears play the Bearcats in the Queen City next Wednesday.
And we will be bundled up.
Oh my goodness, have you seen that?
You think it's cold here?
Yeah, that is some serious cold. 2-game road trip for the Bears next week. Cincinnati Wednesday at West Virginia on Saturday. Here's Tunde Yesufu and Michael Ratai coming back in. So Yesufu with 4 fouls is back out there.
Yeah, I just need him. I mean, this is the kind of game that he can really excel in. It's physical, a lot of loose balls.
One of 2 free throws by Micah Robinson. Hit the first, missed the second. Frogs lead by 3, 52-49. Ball lost out of bounds. TCU players signaling that should be reviewed.
You know, I tell you, he's got a really good beef, or you know, the suggested review from Toulson.
They don't do it, though.
No, thank goodness.
It's twice you've said that today. So now Baylor inbounds. Carr dribbling right wing. Pass went right to Micah Robinson, who's off to the races. To Toulson, lay in good. Turnover Bears led directly to the bucket that puts TCU up by 5.
Yeah, and turnovers have become a problem. That is 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes and 12 seconds when the Bears really need to get some momentum back. Down now by 5.
54-49 TCU, 14-14 to play. Here's Yesufu. Looks to drive on Lelevicius, now backs out of there. Picks up his dribble, holds the ball over his head. Bounce pass to Isaac Williams. In the paint, pull-up jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound, TCU has it. And a foul is called on Caden Powell. They have gone over the back there of a TCU player. Caden Powell picks up foul number 2.
Yeah, and it's a 12-2 run now for TCU, and that run has been fueled by these turnovers. We talked about not only have the Bears committed a number of them, when they commit them, they usually do it in bunches. He had 3 in a row in the first half, and now 4 turnovers in 3 minutes here in the second.
So TCU ball leading by 5, 54-49. Under 14 minutes on the clock, second half. Pull-up 3 is good by Jaden Pierre. Had just a sliver of an opening, and he made the Bears pay.
Yeah, Bears need a feel-good possession here. I mean, on the offensive side, they've just shot themselves in the foot.
8-point lead, biggest of the day for TCU. Here's Williams starts a drive for the Bears, and he is fouled. Vicious makes up personal number 3. Not a shooting foul. The Bears will inbound far side court. Team foul number 5 on TCU. Baylor has 4 team fouls.
And I think, too, John, 13:30 to play. You got to leverage this home crowd. Got to give them something to get energized about and then feed off of that energy. Right now, you're just not able to take advantage of that or have it.
Skillings drives across the paint. Back outside to Ratai for 3. No good. Front iron. Posey blocks Skillings from getting the ball. It goes out of bounds and over to TCU.
It's a good look. It's a look from Ratai at the top of the key, and he's still struggling. I mean, he's 0 for 3 out there, but you want your sets to create good-looking shots, and that was one.
Not a point today for Ratai. Averages 8.3 per game in Big 12 play. Here's a drive by Pierre. Missed the layup. Contested in there by Caden Powell. Ball out of bounds and over to Baylor. So with 13:02 to play, Bears have the ball, trailing by 8, their largest deficit this afternoon. 57-49, TCU leads.
You know, it's like somebody sucker punched them at about 16 and a half minutes, and they've not been able to recover from that yet. But plenty of time left in this game. Should start here.
Skillings gives to Williams, drives on the baseline, cut off. Gets it outside to Powell, back outside to Yesufu for 3, no good, front iron. Rebound, pulled down by Edmonds, stolen away by Caden Powell, and then ball lost out of bounds. Is there a foul or just, yeah, there is.
There is.
Caden Powell was fouled.
What a play by Powell, and that's the kind of play we were talking about, just a hustle play where it looked like the Bears had no chance to get it back. Powell just was opportunistic. Ball was out there in front of him. He took a slap at it, and it gives them the opportunity to score, even though that half-court possession really was going nowhere.
Good hustle play there by Powell. 2 free throws coming. First one is good by the senior. 3 points today by Powell, all coming at the free throw line.
Yeah, and again, he's doing a lot of things that don't show up in the box score. That's just his, 3rd point of the game. But he's got 3 blocks in the game. He's really held his own almost by himself in the low post defensively.
How about 4 rebounds and 3 assists also by Powell. Second one's no good. Yesufu fighting for the rebound. He can't get it, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Horned Frog.
That's right. And so the Bears will get the ball underneath their own basket, 27 on the shot clock, because of the hustle play by Yesufu. It is hard to rebound your teammate's missed free throw, but he just bulled his way up underneath the other TCU guys trying to get it, saved a possession, and this could be a 3-point possession if they get a bucket. A 3 gives them a 4-point possession, and man, couldn't come at a better time.
Caden Powell to the bench. Cameron Carr back on for Baylor. And they're checking the shot clock. It did read 27. Now it shows 20. Not sure that was a change of possession, was it? Now they're going to put 18 on the shot clock.
Go figure.
Okay, whatever. But Baylor will inbound on their baseline, trailing 57-50. Here we go. Isaac Williams to inbound for the Bears. Inbounds to Skillings deep in the right corner. Passes out of there to Carr. Carr goes to work on Toulson. Now gives the ball away to Isaac Williams. Williams will drive, kick. Skillings 3. No good. Skips over the rim. Yesufu fights hard for the rebound and puts it in.
What a play. That's why you need Yesufu on the floor. You think about that. He got 2 offensive rebounds to save a possession and cut the lead to 5.
Unbelievable. Hustle play by Tunde Yesufu. 57-52. Toulson drives. Shot no good. Rebound Yesufu. Bears off to the races. Ball knocked away. Saved by Ratai. And now Salachim has the loose ball on the floor, and TCU has it. So the teams trade turnovers. TCU ends up with the basketball, leading Baylor 57-52.
Yeah, Yesufu just lost the handle on the ball. Was taking it the length of the floor and just lost it. It was a scramble for it. TCU came up with it.
Frogs by 5, 11:28 to play. Still a long way to go in this game. Momentum has favored TCU of late. Pierre drives in. Shot no good, but a foul. Jaden Pierre will shoot free throws. Foul's going to be called on, I believe, Dan Skillings Jr. We'll see. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Skilling's guilty of his 4th personal foul. Timeout comes with 11:22 to play. Our score, TCU 57, Baylor 52 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TCU up on Baylor, 11:22 to play in the game. Great to have Eric Mills tuned in listening to us today in St. Louis. Cooking dinner, listening to the Bears and the Frogs. Eric, welcome to you. Good friend of Eric Sharrow. But appreciate everyone tuned in today, and those of you watching on our Courtside Cam presented by NextLink, available on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel.
You know, John, at the 16:41 mark again, this is, to me, it's the defining moment of this game. 16:41 mark, Bears get a bucket from Yesufu, have a chance to go up 5. That bucket was taken away. Flagrant 1 charged to Yesufu, his 4th foul. Made free throws, a 3 by TCU. And since that time, you just can feel the momentum has completely shifted to TCU. The Bears have struggled since that point. Still 11:22 to go in the half. Bears have, since that time, committed 5 turnovers. They're now at 14 in the game. And just trying to get level set after they got sucker punched, and they've been wobbling ever since. They haven't gone down, but it was a pretty big wobble. 11:22 to play, still plenty of time. But I think on the defensive side as well, it's important you start getting some stops. Pierre has been on a bit of a roll, and he'll come back after this media timeout with a couple of free throws.
And isn't it interesting how important Tunde Yesufu is to this team as a true freshman? He's got 4 fouls, but you had to put him back in the game. And look what he did. He worked hard to get that offensive rebound and the putback. Yeah. And he's just kind of made himself invaluable to the success of this team.
He is. I mean, he got an offensive rebound and a putback. Possession later, offensive rebound, putback. One of those was on a missed free throw, which is hard to do. Yeah. And so you have to have him on the floor. You want him being able to play free and not thinking about picking up another foul. But at this stage of the game, just got to have him. In fact, 2 Baylor players right now with 4 fouls. That's Skillings and Yesufu.
Yeah, which is tough, but Yesufu remains out there for the Bears. TCU will be shooting free throws, 11:22 mark, second half. TCU up by 5. Tie game at halftime, 38 apiece. A little bit of separation here in the second half. Bears led at one point by as much as 4, I guess, was the biggest lead for the Bears. And now TCU is led by 8. They lead by 5 currently.
Yeah, Pierre's a good free throw shooter. First one right down the middle, 83% on the season. And that one makes him a perfect 5 of 5 in Big 12 play. He'll get another one.
Hit them both. Jaden Pierre extends the lead to 7 for TCU, 59-52 over the Bears. Baylor ball, Isaac Williams brings it into the front court. Working against the defense of Pierre, flips it to Tunde Yesufu, right wing. Right corner to Agbum, up with a three, no good. Loose ball tipped out by Powell to Isaac Williams. Good job by Powell. Now the officials will stop play. Ooh, somebody's hobbling.
Yeah, it's Agbum.
After he shot that three, I didn't see what happened. Looks like a cramp from here, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure does.
Oh, he's just kind of writhing in pain on the floor. Dave Snyder comes to take a look at him, and Caden Powell kind of helps stretch him out.
Well, he has been really good today scoring the ball. And, John, we've known all season long after what he did in the World University games that he can really score. He's got 15 on the day today. And you feel like in the last 11 minutes he'll play a role on the offensive side and helping the Bears win this one. But that's a pretty serious cramp.
Oh.
He's not putting any weight on it at all.
We get a look at the replay of what happened from the camera that's up in the rafters here at Foster Pavilion. He's either headed to the locker room or they're just going to try to walk it off. That does not look good for Obi Agbum. Back to play. Ratai is back on. Bears ball, trailing by 7. TCU 59, Baylor 52. Cameron Carr fires it out to midcourt to Isaac Williams. Williams in a double team. Passes underneath. Off of Powell's hands, right to Ratai. He goes up for the shot. And kind of reaction play there. Lelevis just knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, and Williams doing a really good job out at the point, high above the three-point line, drawing a double team. They're pressuring him, and he wants it. I mean, he is inviting it. And now across the floor, you got Cameron Carr. Looks like he's cramping a little bit.
Well, Bears don't have that many options. It's an 8-man rotation at the most for the Bears. Carr stays out there. Williams inbounds to Powell. Right back to Williams. Shot no good on the three. Thought he was fouled. No call. TCU with the ball, leading by 7. 59-52 Frogs. 10.5 minutes to play. Here's Jaden Pierre for TCU.
Yeah, I think there's a foul on Edmonds. No, they're saying that's on Isaac Williams. I thought Williams was screened by Edmonds. I don't think Edmonds really got set. But the foul will go against Williams. That's just team foul number 6 against the Bears.
First of the day on Isaac Williams. TCU inbounds, far side of the floor. Jaden Pierre, top of the key. Baylor TCU playing without their leading scorer and rebounder David Punch today. He's out with the flu. Here's Pierre, knocks down another three from the top of the key.
He's got 20.
Wow.
And right now, he's the guy, give TCU credit. They're finding him. And he is stroking it. Actually, give him 22.
Wow.
He's 3 of 4 from the three-point line.
Averages 9.3 per game in Big 12 play. Lead is 10 for TCU, biggest of the day. Yesufu, leaner left side of the paint, no good, but he's fouled. So Yesufu draws contact. Foul is on Jaden Pierre, only his first. You know, when you get a guy, when you have a team and somebody's out, injury or sickness, there's usually somebody or a couple that pick up the slack.
Yeah.
That has been Jaden Pierre today for TCU.
You know, you're right. It's almost inevitable. Yesufu's first one is short, but TCU has made 5 of its last 7, and most of those 5 were provided by Pierre. Pierre's going to take a seat now. But you get to a point when a guy is stroking it like that, you almost have to just keep the ball out of his hands because really no other TCU player has consistently hurt Baylor on that side of the floor.
Second free throw is good by Yesufu, 1 of 2. Makes it a 9-point game. TCU 62, Baylor 53. Frogs ball. 9:43 and counting. Brock Harding is back out there for the Frogs. Feeds Lelevis. Now left baseline to Edmonds, to Toulson, who drives in, gets around Caden Powell and lays it in.
Yeah, there hadn't been a lot of defense for that here in the second half. In fact, in the second half, TCU has made 8 of 13 shots. That's 62%.
64-53, now an 11-point lead for the Frogs. This one's going the wrong direction. Biggest lead tonight by TCU. Isaac Williams. Is the ball knocked out of bounds, no foul there. Knocked out of bounds by Layla Vicious. Bears will inbound on the baseline with 13 to shoot.
You know, I'm still looking at Cameron Carr. He's not 100%.
No.
I mean, he is limping around a little bit. We saw Agman leave the floor with a serious cramp, and Carr is flirting with one here.
11-point lead for TCU with 9:10 remaining in regulation. Here's Caden Powell on the inbounds, covered up by Edmonds. Turns toward the basket, bounces, intended for Ratai, but stolen by Harding. And Toulson is dunking at the other end.
And that's another turnover, John. And right now, TCU is feasting on those. That is the 15th turnover and the 15th point by TCU off of those turnovers. So 15 of their 66 off Baylor turnovers.
But Coach Drew might get a timeout right there, but play on. 66-53. Yesufu, shot blocked. Tremendous block by Xavier Edmonds of TCU. Frogs ball up by 13 on Baylor with 8:29 to play. Harding, free throw line jumper, no good. Edmonds, the offensive rebound and putback, and a foul.
And I think that's on Yesufu. No, I'm sorry, that's on Isaac Williams. In fact, Yesufu had to back off. He really couldn't even fight Edmonds for rebounding position. That's why Edmonds was all alone when he got the offensive rebound and putback. Now he has a chance for a three-point play. Bears just really searching, John. I think it's on the offensive end for sure, but on the defensive side of the floor, they're just going to have to get some stops to have a chance.
Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Free throw coming for Xavier Edmonds of TCU. Shot is no good. Can't convert the three-point play, but it's a 15-point lead for the Frogs. Rebound, Michael Ratai. Pass up the floor from Carr to Powell under the basket, and he's fouled.
It's a great find by Carr. He's done a great job passing the ball today, has Carr. Maybe a dangerous pass, but you got to know who you're throwing it to, and Powell has the ability to go up in traffic, catch it, bring it back down, stay under control, and draw the foul.
So Caden Powell to the line. The foul was on Edmonds. That is personal number 4 on Xavier Edmonds. First free throw no good by Caden Powell. 15-point lead for TCU. Pat, it's an 11-1 run over the last 3 minutes. There's just one of their last 8 shots from the floor. Second free throw is good by Powell, so he gets 1 of 2.
Yeah, second half, Bears just 4 of 8 at the free throw line, but they'll come back now with full court pressure.
68-54, Frogs break it, pass to Robinson. Baseline right, Robinson kicks it back outside to Brock Harding. 8-minute mark, second half, TCU 68, Baylor 54. Frogs trying to sweep Baylor for the first time since 2018. Short jumper, right side by Harding, no good. Rebounded by Edmonds, then he lost it. Run out, breakaway, shot no good by Williams, but he's fouled.
That's a great play, and that's something maybe that energizes his team. Finally got a stop at the other end. Williams got the rebound, and it was an instant fast break. 94 feet he went and finished at the rim with a foul.
Timeout on the floor, 7:44 to play. Free throws for Isaac Williams. When we come back, TCU leads Baylor 68-54 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
At Baylor Club, membership unlocks exclusive perks from networking with an incredible community to enjoying stunning spaces. But did you know you don't have to be a member to host your private event with us? Whether it's a wedding, corporate gala, or milestone celebration, our expert private events teams handle every detail with precision and warmth. Indulge in gourmet catering crafted by our executive chef and relax knowing your event will be unforgettable. Ready to join the club or just host in style? Call 254-710-8080.
Want to be the energy our Bears need? Go gold with Baylor Athletics this season and be the gold factor across each of our sports. Wear exclusive Go Gold apparel from the Baylor Bookstore and the Spirit Shop at upcoming Go Gold dates. Stay up to date on all your golden opportunities to create an electric home atmosphere by visiting BaylorBears.com/GoGold. Sic 'em Bears.
Rookie home buyer? slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Pepsi, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics. And today's game presented by Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics.
Well, I think the last 7:44, John, is a matter of who can win the possessions. And to do that, Baylor's going to have to get stops. Really have not been able to get them here in the second half. In fact, TCU is shooting 58% from the floor. They made all 3 of their threes. And with 7:44 to play, down by 14, you just are going to have to get stops, something the Bears have not been able to do consistently. I still think they've got the firepower to score enough points to win, but if all you're going to do down the stretch is trade baskets with TCU, you're not going to have a chance.
No. You got to get stops. You got to get on a roll yourself. There's still time. I mean, there's 7 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Bears trail by 14. That's plenty of time to make a run if they can start stringing some baskets together.
That's right. I mean, in the Big 12, if you can't defend, can't get stops when you have to have them, you're really going to struggle to get where you aspire to be. And I think that's been the case today. Bears have offered not a lot of resistance on that side of the floor to TCU, and that shooting percentage really reflects that.
Well, the Baylor women were scheduled to host Houston tomorrow afternoon. A couple of days ago, that one was probably very wisely postponed, pushed to Tuesday evening. So the Baylor women leading the Big 12, winners of 7 in a row in Big 12 play, will host the Houston Cougars now Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. here in Foster Pavilion.
Isaac Williams looking for his first points of the second half, had 12 in the first. First one rattles around and goes in, and John, maybe this is what they need. 7:45 is more time than you think, but if they can chip away here, get a little momentum at the line, and get a couple of stops. 2 free throws by Williams. Clutch free throws are big. Bears will come back with a full court press and try to create more opportunities, more possessions for the game with a steal or 2.
The deficit is 12 for the Bears. TCU breaks the pressure in the backcourt. Harding into the front court. Frogs road purple. Shoot to the basket to our left. Here's a quick 3, right corner by Micah Robinson. That works in Baylor's favor. Starts a break the other way. Cam Carr feeds Yesufu for the lay-in.
And there's 4 right out of the media timeout. Now you can feel the crowd, a little bit of energy being generated by these plays.
68-58 is the score. TCU by 10. 7 minutes, 13 seconds and counting. Nice give and go to Edmonds. He lays it in, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that's another slip. Baylor has been vulnerable to that all year long, particularly in conference, where you've got a ball screener, comes up and almost fakes the screen and slips back door. It's exactly what happened there, and the Bears were slow to recover. Edmonds with an opportunity for a 3-point play because of it.
Ron Sanchez, new to the Baylor staff this year. Really good defensive coach. He was up. You could almost hear him say, we talked about that. We showed you that.
Well, and that 3-point play is good. Made the free throw, did Edmonds. And so that almost negates that little 4-point run coming out of the media timeout.
Yeah, it's 71-58, TCU on top. Isaac Williams across the timeline, trapped at midcourt, and tried to pass it to Skillings. It went into the backcourt. That is a backcourt violation and a turnover by Baylor.
Yeah, and Williams has been playing that trap really all day, where he's inviting the double team up top. He knows if he can pass out of it or dribble out of it, Baylor has numbers offensively, but he just didn't have a relief valve at all. Another turnover. That's 16 against the Bears today.
16 turnovers.
Yeah.
Bears trail by 13. TCU ball, Pierre on the left wing. Gives to LeLavicius, drives into the paint, took it to the rack. Yesufu had to back off with 4 fouls, and LeLavicius lays it in.
Yeah, And again, it's an easy layup because Yesufu had to back off of him. Another bucket by TCU when the Bears got to get stops.
73-58, Frogs lead. Yesufu feeds Williams, three, no good. Loose ball tipped around. Skillings claims it for the Bears. Gives to Caden Powell. He loses the handle, diving on the floor for it. Skillings can't do it, and it's TCU's ball. And now Caden Powell is a little slow getting up.
Yeah.
I think he's okay. He's going to come out, actually.
And John, again, you got to gain ground here. You got to do it primarily at the defensive side. But that little 4-point media run out of the media timeout has been negated now by TCU with some big buckets. One of those, a 3-point play by Edmonds.
By the way, we have not seen Obi Agbam back in the game since he went out with what we thought was a cramp. Hopefully nothing more than that, but he is seated on the Baylor bench. Frogs ball, they lead by 15. 6 minutes to play, second half. Harding dribbling way outside, running some clock. Isaac Williams on him. Now a screen by Edmonds. Harding gives it back to Edmonds. He slips to the bucket and dunks it.
You know, it's not like the Bears are surprised by that. That's almost the identical play that TCU ran to get Edmonds a 3-point play the last possession. You know it's coming. There's just not a whole lot you can do about it.
75-58, TCU leads over the Bears. Williams drives along the baseline. Passes back in the paint. Short jumper by Ratai is no good, but a foul. Foul's going to be called on Brock Harding. Now that's 4 on Harding, so that could be a factor. He's got 4. Baylor playing with Tunde Yesufu and Dan Skillings with 4 fouls each themselves.
Yeah, and Williams continues to get the ball into the lane on the drive. Not really a scorer in the second half, but he's a creator, and he's the guy that got the ball to Ratai in a position where TCU had to foul him.
Harding will go, nope, he's going to stay on. Michael Ratai to the free throw line for the Bears. Ratai has not scored in this game today. Made free throw his first point today, averages 8.3 per game in conference play.
Yeah, he just really struggled to even get good looks. That is, he's only taken 3 field goal attempts in the game, so he's not been a guy that Baylor has played through. Those 3 shots were, for the most part, outside the perimeter. In fact, they were all 3-point attempts.
Second one, no good. Fight for the rebound. Yesufu and Lelevicius battling for it. It goes out of bounds off Lelevicius. So Bears ball after 1 of 2 free throws by Michael Ratai.
And John, 5:27 is, again, more time than you think. But the Bears at some point have got to just create a spark somehow. And I think that spark's going to come from the defensive side of the floor.
75-59, Frogs lead it. Williams, long pass into the left corner to Skillings. He drives, he's fouled. Micah Robinson guilty of the foul, so the Bears getting some opportunities at the free throw line.
You know, bit of good news, that's the double bonus for the Bears. It's 2 free throws every opportunity from now till the end of the ball game. And you get opportunities to score. You get points without losing any time on the clock. See if they can take advantage of it here.
Can't do it. Free throws short by Skillings, won't get the bonus. The Bears miss some opportunities. Now the horn blows as TCU starts up the floor. Good grief, what's going on?
Oh yeah, it's 2 free throws.
Oh, it was 2 free throws.
Yeah, it was 2 free throws.
I got you.
Yeah. So, good sound of the horn by Dave Clendenin.
I would say.
Heads up play.
Didn't nobody had to throw ice on the floor. Which happened one time.
Sure
to
did.
get the officials' attention.
You know, I'd forgotten about that.
Don Hay.
That'll do it.
Don Hay. So Skillings has another free throw coming. It should have been 2, even though he missed the first one.
You know, this is the point of the game, John. I mean, it's an understatement to say you can't leave points at the free throw line. Bears in this half, just 7 of 13 at the free throw line.
Oh. Second one is good. 1 of 2 by Skillings. 75-60, a 15-point lead for TCU. Bears press in the backcourt, inbounds to Pierre, to Lelevicius, now to Pierre, and Baylor backs off. Baylor trails by 15 to the Frogs. TCU has actually won the last 3 trips to Waco. They are 2-0 in Foster Pavilion. Trying to make it 4 straight wins in Waco overall today, and they lead by 15 with 5 minutes to play. Here's a lob for Edmonds into the paint. Wheels around Isaac Williams and lays it in.
You know, they've done a beautiful job, a masterful job TCU has, of moving that ball and finding the mismatches on the floor, and it's typically been Edmonds guarding Isaac Williams.
Now Isaac Williams drives in. He ends up on the floor. Foul TCU. See who that is against. It is on Xavier Edmonds, so I think he's fouled out.
Yeah, I think that's right. And what I should have said was Williams guarding Edmonds at the other end of the floor. They've worked the ball around beautifully and just stopped the ball when they've got that mismatch in the low post. It's an unlikely matchup. I mean, those guys, Williams and Edmonds, have been on one another more times than you would expect. Yeah.
And it's only 4 fouls on Edmonds, so he has 1 more to go. Isaac Williams, long on the first free throw. Edmonds will go to the bench. Brock Harding, who has 4 fouls himself, comes back on.
And John, we said coming in, you got to make free throws at some point. The Bears did in the first half. They made 9 of 10. And here in the second half, second free throw is good. Gets the Bears up to 9 of 16 this half. And have left a lot of points at the line when they really needed them.
77-61, TCU leads. And the lead was 77-60 prior to that free throw. That was the high water mark today for TCU, their biggest lead over Baylor. Now by 16 with 4:23 remaining. Pierre will dribble on the perimeter, run some clock, now 8 to shoot. To Harding for 3, it's no good. Fight for the rebound, Isaac Williams has it. Williams in a hurry up the left side of the floor. Isaac Williams cuts to the basket and he is fouled. And Isaac Williams is limping a bit for Baylor. He's going to limp to the free throw line.
Yeah, finally get a stop at the other end and have had no trouble working their way to the line here in the second. And they've got the double bonus on their side. Got to begin to rack up points here. It's a great way to do it, and you're not going to lose any time. But down by 16 with 4:07 to play, you really have to start making a move.
So Williams at the line. First one is good. That was on Micah Robinson, by the way. That's his 4th. You see with 3 players with 4 fouls each. Second free throw is good. 2 of them at the line by Isaac Williams. Cuts the lead to 14, 77-63 TCU.
TCU will walk it up, of course, and take all the time they can take. 22 and counting, 3:59 on the game clock. But they will be patient with Pierre, not even looking to run anything until we get to about 8 on the shot clock.
Pierre running that point pretty well. Even with Harding out there, Pierre will drive, ball knocked away, stolen by Isaac Williams. Here comes Williams. Passes, Carr, runner, in and out, tip, no good. Second tip up and in by Cameron Carr.
It's a big move, but John, it all started with a stop at the other end of the floor. There's going to have more of that.
77-65, Bears down by 12, 3:22 to play. Here's a steal in the backcourt, but a collision between Harding and Williams. They're going to whistle Isaac Williams for the foul. That is personal number 3 on him. And will get us to a timeout. So Frogs ball, Frogs free throws when we come back. 3:21 to play. TCU leads Baylor 77-65. Thanks to Magnolia Realty, our game sponsor today. Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas, it's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 subvention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, it's a season high in turnovers today by the Bears. They had 16 in the loss to Houston here. They've got 17 turnovers today against TCU, Pat. You've said several times a team that really doesn't turn you over much.
They really don't, and a lot of those turnovers have been unforced errors, really. And in a game like this, two fairly evenly matched teams, you just don't have that kind of room for error. You can't turn it over 17 times. And then in the second half, the Bears have made just 11 of 18 free throws, which is back to the 60% free throw percentage rate that they really what they're performing at in Big 12 play. But in this game, down by 12, 3:21 to play, Bears didn't script it this way, but they've got a guy at the free throw line after this timeout who's not a good free throw shooter. That's Brock Harding. He's 2 of 9 from the line in conference play. Now he's 2 of 2 there today, but on the season just 53%. So hopefully the Bears can get the benefit of a miss here. Down by 12, still 3:21 to play. It's doable. It's very doable, but you've got to start on the defensive side of the floor. Maybe the Bears get a break here, come down, and can get this game interesting and to get TCU within striking distance of the Bears with around 3 minutes, maybe a little under that, to play.
So Harding at the line for TCU. Quite the combination there. The purple uniform, jersey and shorts, and bright pink Nike shoes to go along with it.
You know,
what do you think?
We've said a couple of times, many times actually this season, whatever they have on their feet is just a free-for-all. It's fair game. Whatever you want to wear. Pink,
right.
light blue, turquoise, doesn't matter.
Splatter. Free throw's good by Harding. He's 3 of 3 at the line today. Belies what he'd done this year. He was 2 of 9 in Big 12 play, shooting free throws coming in. Second one short. Carr the rebound, 1 of 2.
Here it is. Nice play. Another nice assist from Cameron Carr to Tunde Yesufu, who just outran the entire TCU defense to get a bucket, and that gets it to 78-67.
Still time, 3 minutes to go. Bears down by 11. Lelevicius gives to Harding. Back up top to Toulson. Very smart attack by TCU. They're going to run some clock, and now Isaac Williams leans in and fouls Harding to put him at the line. And intentional, unintentional foul there by Williams.
That's right. That one was by design.
Right.
And you just, at this point, you got to play the percentages. And his free throw percentage, as you and I have talked about, are not very good. He's been really good today, but you've got to play the percentages and hope for a miss.
First one's good by Harding. The lead is 12 for TCU, 79-67 over the Bears, 2:51 to play. Another free throw coming. The Iowa transfer point guard, Harding, and he misses it. Rebound to Yesufu. Yesufu up the floor. TCU by 12. Yesufu in the paint. Short jumper rolls in for Tunde Yesufu.
That's why you want him in there. And it's the same MO. 2:38 to play. It's a 10-point deficit now.
79-69. Bears within 10. May not sound like much. They've trailed by as much as 17 here recently.
And right now, Coach Drew is choosing not to foul. I don't think you need to with just a 10-point deficit.
Pierre on the perimeter. Gives to Toulson. Toulson drives on Skillings, drives in and dunks it with his right hand.
I mean, he just turned the corner on Skillings, just went right around him when the shot clock had gone under 10 and the Bears needed to stop.
It's 81-69, 2 minutes to play. Nice lob down low. Shot up, rolls off for Yesufu. Got his own miss. Put it up and in with a foul.
And you can hear the crowd come to life. Been looking for that the entire second half. Is a big play that energizes the crowd, and maybe that one will carry this team to the finish line. Down by 10, hopefully you get a three-point play out of this, get that deficit to single digits, and now they're within striking distance. Still got to make plays on the defensive side. You have to. Can't give up layups like the Bears did that last possession for TCU.
Foul is on Jaden Pierre. That is his fourth. So TCU has 4 players with 4 fouls each. Pat, the crowd reaction is Obi Agbem coming back on the floor for the Bears. That is nice to see. Yesufu at the line. Shot is good to complete the three-point play. It's 81-72. Bears down by 9. So pressure in the backcourt. Pierre trapped in the corner. Passes it out of there to Toulson. Up the floor to Hardy. TCU breaks the mid-court stripe. Baylor's chasing.
You know, and John, that foul on Harding was by design. What the Bears were looking to do, full court pressure, of course, get a quick steal. If you didn't get the steal, as soon as Harding caught the ball, they're going to foul him. He is a 50% free throw shooter on the season, and in his last 2 trips, he's made 1 of 2.
First one's good by Hardy. Harding, if he follows the pattern, he'll miss this one.
Well, I mean, that's been the pattern his last 2 trips to the line. See what he does here. But he's a marked man in the last minute 46 of this game.
Foul on Carr was his third. Harding hits both of them.
And now on the defensive side, Coach Dixon is going to take Harding out and put Jace Posey in. Posey, a better defender, big, strong kid. And they're just trying to protect an 11-point lead with 1:46 to go.
Clock starts when Baylor touches the ball inbounds. Isaac Williams lets it roll almost to midcourt, picks it up, charges in, drives in. He missed the layup, but he was fouled.
It's a good play. I mean, it's exactly what they needed to do. You've got to drive the ball to the basket, draw fouls. You're going to get 2 free throws every foul by TCU, and you're not going to lose any time on the clock in the process. I'm telling you, John, this game is still within striking distance. Got to make your free throws, got to get some stops.
I like your optimism. I share your optimism. Isaac Williams hits the free throw.
Well, you got a choice. You can be optimistic.
That's right.
Or not. First free throw is good. Losing time now, though. But I think Harding, he's back on the floor now for offense. Posey leaves as TCU will get the ball back. I think he's still a target. You got to foul, got to stop the clock. That's the guy they want to foul, and he'll have the ball in his hands a lot.
9-point deficit, 83-74. TCU leads. Inbound steal by Williams. Reverse layup is good. Baylor within 7 of TCU.
It's what they wanted. A lot of pressure on the inbounds pass, and Williams almost got another one.
Wow,
I think he's going to be called for a foul.
Oh,
yeah, he is.
Man. He almost stole an inbounds pass 2 times in a row.
Yeah, and what the official is saying is Williams reached out and grabbed the guy he was guarding, and so he got a clean steal, but he was called for holding as the guy he was guarding was trying to make a move to get open.
And Isaac Williams has fouled out. That's tough with 1:32 to play. Baylor will play the remainder of this game without Isaac Williams.
That's going to send Pierre to the free throw line, and he's been deadly. And now TCU is in the double bonus. So 2 free throws every trip to the line for the Frogs in the last minute 32 of the game.
And Pierre is 7 of 8 shooting free throws today. Crowd doing their part. Pierre knocks down the first one.
You know, second half TCU has been great at the line. In fact, they are 13 of 17. Compare that to 14 of 21 by the Bears in the second.
Second one uses every bit of the rim and falls in. It's 85-76. TCU the lead. Comes Baylor in a hurry. A real sense of urgency now. Yesufu gives to Ratai. Minute 23 to go. Bears down by 9 on their home floor. Pass underneath. Powell to Carr, who dunks it. Timeout, Baylor.
Yeah, quick timeout by Coach Drew. That gets the lead again, John, down to 7, a minute 17 to play. And, you know, beggars can't be choosers. If you got to foul somebody, you're looking at a TCU team who has found the range, as we just talked about, from the free throw line. But I think now with a 7-point deficit, you can't give them all the time in the world, but you need a quick steal. I'm not sure at this point that you need a quick foul unless it's Harding in control of the ball. We'll just see what Coach Drew does, but that's a big play. We said the Bears would have enough firepower to have a chance to win this. I still think, John, they've got to get some, of course they've got to get stops the last minute and 18 seconds and follow that up with big points, and most of those probably are going to come at the free throw line.
And again, TCU is not a great free throw shooting team. They're 14th in the league. They're 65% in conference play. Yes, better than Baylor is in conference play. But they have exceeded that. Shot free throws really well today, especially in the second half.
They have, and in a close game, we said this when the broadcast started, in a close game, free throws are really going to matter. Turnovers are really going to matter. Bears have struggled at the line, and they've turned it over 17 times.
TCU 2 timeouts remaining. Baylor with 1. Possession arrow favors TCU. Here's an inbounds play. Baylor calls football. I don't know what TCU calls it, but all 5 players are out of bounds. They'll give it to the inbounder, and everybody charges down the floor. Inbounds it comes to Harding, and he's fouled immediately by Michael Ratai.
Well, there's your answer.
Yep.
I guess you do foul. As soon as Harding catches the ball, he is a target. They're going to put him on the line. Now, he's responded today pretty well. He's 6 of 8 there, but they're almost putting it in his hands. Bears going to have a chance. You've got to play the percentages, and they have not been good for Harding, who's 50% from the line on the season. Well above that today.
Harding for 2 as TCU's in the double bonus. Minute 15 remaining. First one is good. Yeah, he has really been clutch shooting free throws. With that percentage, he's a marked man.
Yeah.
But he has delivered for the Frogs.
Well, second free throw is good as well. And the quick substitution, Posey in there for defense. Harding will take the bench. When TCU gets it back, they'll stick Harding right back in.
87-78, 9-point lead for TCU with a minute 15 to play. Agbam inbounds to Yesufu. Yesufu up the floor in a hurry. He is bumped by Toulson. So the Bears get to the line. Clock stops with a minute 11 remaining.
Well, they have gotten there. I mean, they have gotten there a bunch. In this half alone, 21 times. I mean, they've attempted 21 free throws, and they'll have a couple more coming here for Yesufu, and they're continuing to play that game, and they're staying within 7. It's 9 now. Got to get points here and then hope for a miss at the other end.
So Tunde Yesufu to the line, where he's 5 of 7 today. First one is short, front iron, no good. Here's that switch again by Jamie Dixon. Harding back on for Posey. 1:11 to play, 87-78. TCU with the lead over Baylor. Frogs looking to sweep the season series over Baylor. Won January 3rd in Fort Worth, 69-63. Second free throw is good by Yesufu. So an 8-point deficit for the Bears. Inbounds to Pierre. He is fouled by Yesufu.
Yeah, he's fouled by Yesufu, and that's 5. And Coach Drew telling him that's really not the foul you want to commit. I mean, you still need Yesufu on the floor for offense. He has 21 points in the game and has been the last 3 or 4 minutes virtually unstoppable. And that's a foul he just really didn't need to commit. Let somebody else commit it. Plenty of opportunities to commit that foul in the backcourt.
Yeah.
That's a learning curve for him.
That's tough.
It
Yeah.
just is.
Yeah. Well, Yesufu has fouled out with 1:08 to play. Here is Will Kirkendall on the floor for the Bears. Little used transfer from Arizona, very smart player. Pierre shooting free throws. That's probably the last guy you'd want to put at the line for TCU.
Well, and not only is he a good free throw shooter, he's on a roll. I mean, he's just feeling it today. 6 of 9 from the floor. He's made 3 of 4 threes. Got 25, looking for 26. You don't want those guys at the line.
Missed the second one. He's 10 of 12 shooting free throws. 1 of 2 there. The lead is 9 for TCU. Cam Carr on the perimeter will drive. Backs it in with a foul.
That's just what the doctor ordered. And Cam Carr's the guy that can deliver it. And a made free throw here, John, cuts the lead to 6. Running out of time, 59.2 seconds to play, but that is 5 also on Micah Robinson.
So Robinson is fouled out for TCU. Tunde Yesufu is fouled out for Baylor. Chance at a 3-point play for Cameron Carr, as Pat said, would make it a 6-point deficit. Under a minute, 59.2 seconds remaining.
Now again, you continue to do what Coach Drew has been doing. You got Harding on the floor. You still have to play those percentages. And he's the guy that's going to handle the ball most of the time. He's the point guard for this team.
Carr with 16 on the day, looking for his 17th point here. And he's got it. He's 5 of 5 at the line. It's a 6-point game, 88-82 TCU. Bears in the back court. Inbounds knocked away by Cameron Carr. They'll have to do it again.
A lot of pressure, and the pressure's been really good. I mean, I think the Bears are familiar with the inbound play by TCU. You call it the football play. Baylor runs it all the time, so they know how to defend it.
Inbounds to Edmonds in a trap in the back court. And a foul on Ratai. I was with you. I thought they called a timeout there.
I did too. I mean, we saw the trap. We couldn't see what was happening inside the trap. But it was Ratai that reached in, tried to get a steal. That's going to send Edmonds to the line.
He had a foul to give. That is 3 on Ratai. So Edmonds to the line. Edmonds on the day is 5 of 7 shooting free throws. 56.1 seconds remaining. He'll get 2. TCU's in the double bonus. First one is good by Xavier Edmonds.
Hey, when you're playing catch up and you've got to get some cooperation from TCU at the line, Frogs, got to give them credit, have really responded. They've made big free throws, and the Bears have got to have a miss or two to have a chance to win this one.
Hit them both. A couple of clutch free throws by Xavier Edmonds. Pushes the lead back to 8 for TCU. 90-82. Frogs lead it. 56.1 seconds remaining. Obi Agbam inbounds to Cameron Carr. Jets into the front court all the way. He will lay it in uncontested. Quick 2 by Carr. It's a 6-point game. Now the backcourt pressure. Posey inbounds to Edmonds. Hounded by Caden Powell. Now a foul finally in the backcourt. And the foul is called on Caden Powell.
You know, and you wonder why he waited, if he did wait to foul. You got to give the opportunity to create a steal to the backcourt defenders. And Powell was playing way in the backcourt. He guarded Edmonds, but he did commit the foul when he had to. But you got to give the team the opportunity to get a quick steal. If it doesn't happen, then you got to foul.
So Edmonds right back at the line. The foul is number 4 on Caden Powell. First one's good by Xavier Edmonds.
Boy, a lot of free throws this half. Total of 49 free throws attempted. Combination of these two teams.
Good grief. TCU has taken advantage. Baylor not so much. Free throws by TCU has really kept Baylor at bay. There's 2 more made by Xavier Edmonds.
Yeah, that's 46 points from 2 players for TCU. That's Pierre and Edmonds. Got to say, they haven't missed David Punch a whole lot today.
92-84. Here's a drive, and was the shot good by Carr?
Did not go in.
Okay, but a foul.
Yeah, and the Bears will have yet another chance to get the deficit to 6. They do that, it's a 2-possession game. But the problem has been at the other end of the floor where you get a quick steal. If you don't, you've got to put TCU at the line, and you just got to give them credit again. They have really responded. They're 21-26 there in the second half alone.
Wow. That was foul number 5 on Jaden Pierre, so he becomes the second Frog to foul out. Micah Robinson fouled out previously. Cam Carr at the line for 2 for the Bears. Trailing by 8, make it 7 as he hits the first one. Tell you what is nice to see, this student-led crowd here is into it.
They are.
To the final buzzer.
And John, really great effort from this team. It's hard to play from behind.
Second free throw also drops off, front iron, no good. 1 of 2 by Cameron Carr. Frogs ball. Baylor down by 7. Here's a trap back near midcourt. Toulson is trapped and fouled there. Now it's going to be called on Obi Agbem, his 3rd personal. Toulson goes to the line for the first time today.
Yeah, he doesn't get there a whole lot, but when he gets there, he's really accurate. He's an 88% free throw shooter. But beggars can't be choosers. You just got to stop the clock. And it's 2 free throws, both teams, every trip to the line. First free throw is good. And John, that is now a combined 73 free throws in this game.
Good grief. Good grief.
That to be 74.
Yeah. Well, that'll extend the old game meter. A couple of them by Tanner Toulson. Lead is 9, 94-85 with 30 seconds to play. Kirkendall, right corner, 3 by Will Kirkendall. Off the bench, Kirkendall the 3 that pulls Baylor within 6. And a near steal, and it is a turnover by TCU in the backcourt. Bears have the ball down by 6, 22.7 seconds remaining.
And this is the first time over the last couple of minutes that the Bears have had the opportunity to get the lead shortened to less than 6. It's a 6-point deficit now, 22.7 seconds. Just need a bucket here, and I think you continue to go with the MO that Coach Drew's employed to get his team where they are right now.
Baylor down by 6. They've got the ball inbounding, far side of the court, their half of the floor. Inbounds to Carr. He will drive. Dish. Caden Powell dunks it. It's a 4-point game with 17.1 seconds remaining. Now inbounds to Edmonds, and he is fouled immediately. Let's see if this is Ratai or Powell. It's on Powell, and Caden Powell has fouled out for the Bears.
Well, he had to use it, and TCU has gotten its best free throw shooting group on the floor, and they've just all been good today, and Edmonds might be the very best of those along with Pierre.
Wow. Here comes Drew Perry coming into the game with 15.7 seconds to play. Caden Powell has fouled out for Baylor. Dunde Yesufu is fouled out. Oh, they changed that foul. Okay, thanks, Bobby.
There you go. So that's going to send Perry back to the bench.
And Caden Powell stays on the floor. The foul instead on Michael Ratai, his 4th. It is Xavier Edmonds shooting free throws, 2 of them. First one is good.
I tell you, he hadn't hit the rim. Yeah. I mean, he hasn't touched the rim in his last probably 10 free throws.
63% in Big 12 play coming in. Today, Edmonds is 10 of 12. And a lot of those really clutch free throws down the stretch.
It's an 83% free throw shooting day for TCU, who comes in the mid-60s.
Yeah, 65% in conference. Second one's good. 2 free throws pushes the lead to 6 for the Frogs. 96-90. 15.7 seconds to play. Baylor has 1 timeout. TCU has 2. Possession arrow favors TCU. Inbounds to Carr. Gonna run it into the front court. Pull up 3 by Carr. In and out. No good. Fight for the rebound. Baylor's got it to Kirkendall for 3. It's short. No good. Fight for the rebound. It is saved and bounds by TCU. And we couldn't see what happened. It was in the corner. It looks like Harding was fouled.
Yeah, I think he was.
By Ratai.
By Ratai. And that'll do it, John, with 1.2 seconds left. Yep. And it was a valiant effort, really, by a gritty Baylor team that really, I think, coming in, we talked about how there's just no room for error. Got to make your free throws. Can't turn the ball over. And you got to give TCU credit. They were really good today, particularly at the free throw line. They had to make free throws to win this game. Bears put them in a position to win it or lose it there. Looks like they're going to win it there.
Now Harding misses a free throw. He's got 2. 1.2 seconds on the clock, as Pat says. Got the second. 1 of 2 by Harding. Bears will inbound. Carr will launch it from three-quarter court, and that's the final buzzer. TCU has swept Baylor in the regular season for the first time since 2018. They win today here at Foster Pavilion in Waco. Their 4th straight win in Waco. 97-90 TCU, the final score. Stay with us. The First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next. TCU over Baylor, 97-90 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. TCU wins over Baylor today here in Waco, 97-90 the final score. Today's game presented by Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics. Free throw shooting fest today, especially in the second half, Pat. TCU really took advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, 79 total free throws shot in this game. Wow. And you would think in a half where Baylor scores 52, got a really good chance to win. Well, when you give up 59 to the opponent, as the Bears did today, just really not going to have a chance to win. So, you know, a lot of things that the Bears really needed to do well, they just fell short in. And I think that was primarily on the defensive side of the floor. And we'll ask Coach Drew about this, but I thought the defining moment of the game was at 16:41, where, and we'll go through the details of that, but it looked like the Bears were going to go up 5. They ended up going down by 2 in a span of less than a minute because of a flagrant one called against Yesufu, pulled points off the board. 2 made free throws by TCU, followed by a 3. And from that moment forward, I think the game completely changed. Took the Bears a long time to even begin to recover from that. By the time they did, it was too big a hole really to just dig out of by the end of the game. I thought a valiant effort by this team, but that's just too big a hole.
Baylor never kept fighting in the game, got it as close as 4 in the final minute or so of the game, but lose it by 7, 97-90. Bears drop to 11-8 on the year, now 1-6 in Big 12 conference play. TCU with the win sweeps Baylor in the regular season series. They are 13-7. They are 3-4 in the Big 12. 97-90 the final. TCU over Baylor. More to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Also brought to you by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary. Just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. More to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. Follows a 97-90 TCU win over Baylor today here in Foster Pavilion on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears!
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
The final TCU over Baylor today inside Foster Pavilion in Waco. Welcome back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Also brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Bears with the loss fall to 1-6 in Big 12 conference play. Pat, you've got the final numbers there. All those free throws on one sheet. Share the final stats
I had
with
to
our
get
listeners.
I had to get my calculator out
Yeah.
because I really didn't believe it. A total of 79 free throws. And you know, at the end of the day, Bears made 72% of theirs, 26 of 36. In the second half, though, only 65%. They made 17 of 26. You could probably live with that. But when your opponent gets there 43 times and makes 35 of those, that's 81%. It's just really hard when you've dug a big hole. Just really hard to come out of that when you're not making your free throws. And when you turn it over, as the Bears did today, 17 times, that's just, again, not that kind of room for error available to this team to win Big 12 games doing that. But overall, Bears shot it well, 50%. They made 8 of 26 from the three-point line. That's just 30%, but that's 26 of their 56 shots beyond the three-point line. That's a bunch of them. TCU made 28 of 54. That's 52%. They took just 13 threes in the game, did make 6 of those, and then that 35 of 43 from the free throw line. Individually, scoring looked like this. Bears got, in fact, here comes Coach Drew, so I'll make a mark here. We'll talk to the coach.
All right, Pat, hold right there, and we'll visit with Coach Drew. His post-game comments brought to you, as always, by Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. And, Coach, tough day today. A ton of turnovers, hard to overcome.
Yeah, 17 turnovers, you're not going to win many games. But I think we need to really start out and thank the crowd. I mean, the weather's terrible. They were amazing. The students that came were amazing. I thought our effort was really good, and I was proud of our effort, and I was proud of our fight. Now, our defensive breakdowns on execution, trust me, we actually go over stuff in practice. Sometimes it applies to the game, sometimes it doesn't. So we got to get better at that. Nobody, if they're going to shoot 52% and 46 from 3, you're not going to win a lot of games. And then 81% on 43 free throw attempts. So I think with us offensively, we had some good looks. Got to make more shots that are good looks. Got to get more offensive rebounds. Can't turn the ball over. Again, appreciate the crowd staying around. Appreciate the energy and effort they gave us. I thought the guys competed, but in a nutshell, that's that.
Yeah. You got it to within 4 late in the game. I mean, you guys never quit fighting today.
No, and that's the crowd deserves a lot of credit for that. And we just got to have more of that fight when we turn it over, when there's a loose ball we don't get, when there's a foul we don't like, when there's an offensive rebound we don't get. You got to have that fight during the game so you're not down what we were down.
Yeah, and, Coach, I thought about 4 minutes into the second half, there was a 5-point swing in a span of less than a minute. Tunde makes a shot. You guys are up 3, makes a shot. That bucket disallowed. And then through the flagrant 1 free throws, a 3 by Pierre, all of a sudden you're down 2. It seemed like the team really never recovered from that.
That was definitely the play of the game.
Yeah.
Whole momentum shifted from that. You can agree with the call, disagree with the call. We got to control what we can control the next play. And I'll start with the staff. Maybe we spent too much time on that, and got to do a better job moving on so our team can move on. But that one play can't end you. Now it was a big play because that was Tunde's 4th. Yeah. And with the short rotation, I have no idea why we had guys cramping, dizziness. I mean, at the end of the day with nutrition, strength coach, what we feed them and give them. But anyway, we got to do a better job, I guess, and they got to do a better job. At the end of the day, best abilities, availability. So got to be available.
Well, tough loss, but again, a really good crowd under tough conditions with the weather. But the students were really good today for you guys. Is it just back to the drawing board and go on the road for 2 road games next week?
Yes, sir, it is.
That's it.
That's it. Hey, Baylor fans, you be safe the next 2 days. Can't thank you enough. So proud of the energy and effort you gave us today.
All right, thank you, Coach. Coach Scott Drew. His post-game comments brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. Pat, you want to pick up with the final stats?
Yeah, we had some individual scoring to talk through. Bears got 41 points total from 2 guys, Tunde Yesufu and Cameron Carr, which is not unusual for those guys. 8 rebounds for Yesufu, 6 rebounds for Carr. Cameron also had 6 assists in the ball game. So, again, really great effort by those 2 guys. Again, coming into the game, those 2 guys are averaging 50% of the total points that Baylor scores, and close to that today. 15 points for Obi Agbam. Didn't play much in the second half because of those cramps we just talked about. And then 21 points for Isaac Williams. Had 9 of those in the second half. 4 rebounds for him, and a couple of assists. He had 3 steals in the game and a block shot. So Isaac Williams continues to climb. By the way, he was 8 of 10 from the free throw line. He was 3 of 5 from the three-point line. Just a banner day for Isaac Williams in a game that he'd gladly trade for a win. Just didn't get that one today. Caden Powell with 6 points, 5 big rebounds. He had 3 block shots in the game. He had 4 assists from the top of the key. And then 3 points for Dan Skillings. Skillings with 5 rebounds. Kirkendall also a late 3. Played just a minute 8 in the game, but a big 3 to cut the lead, I believe, to 6 with about a minute to play. And then Michael Ratai played 24 minutes in the game and was able to manage just 1 made free throw. That was it. He was 0 for 3 from the floor, and that gets the Bears up to 90. TCU really didn't miss David Ponch much today. Their leading scorer and rebounder, Xavier Edmonds, came in right behind him, 23 points, 10 rebounds, double-double for him. 25 big points for Jaden Pierre in the game, 16 for Brock Harding, who was 9 of 12 at the free throw line. So the guy had made 2 of 9 at the line coming into this game, and he got the range back today. Tanner Toulson had 12, most of those in the second half, and a couple other guys participated, but got TCU up to 97 in the game. Bears did win the battle of the backboards, 37-24, so a nice job by the Bears on the glass. Bears did turn it over 17 times, which allowed TCU to get 19 points off those turnovers. TCU turned it over 11 times. Baylor got 14 points on those turnovers. TCU outscored Baylor in the paint, 44-40. Another big factor in the game, I think, coming in, we knew TCU was really deadly in its transition game, one of the league leaders in fast break points. They got 22 of those today compared to just 13 for the Bears in this one. And that's really it, John. Just a lot of offense, not enough defense by the Bears, particularly late in the ball game. I'll say it again as we wrap this up. I thought that play that Coach Drew just described changed the entire complexion of the game. Bears took a punch and really wobbled for the balance of the second half. Couldn't come back from that until it was really too late to try.
Yeah, it just completely switched the momentum, TCU's direction. Baylor never got it back. The rest, and that was 3.5 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, changed the entire complexion.
Yeah.
It was a 5-point run, and not only was that Yesufu's 4th foul, but they took points off the board. Yesufu got the bucket, and then they disallowed that because of the offensive foul that they then turned into a flagrant 1. So as Coach Drew said, you got to bounce back from it. You got to persevere through it. And I think ultimately they did, but they wobbled for a while before they could just recover.
97-90 the final. TCU over Baylor today. Let's pause here. 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
97-90 the final. TCU over Baylor. Today's game presented by Magnolia Realty, the official real estate partner of Baylor Athletics. We are also brought to you in part by the Waco Chamber, the Greater Waco Chamber. Whether you're a member business or considering membership, optimize the opportunity to gather and grow your business with us. Go to wacochamber.com/activate to explore the benefits of membership. Take a break and be back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. A check of scores around the Big 12 when we come back. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. TCU over Baylor 97-90 today on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up the year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Gotcha.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Baylor fans,
Ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy. We deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Sweep the season series over Baylor. Welcome back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Check of scores around the Big 12 and games that are final in addition to ours. Top-ranked and undefeated Arizona remains that way. A big win over West Virginia in Tucson, 88-53, the final score. Texas Tech, number 12 in the nation, knocks off number 6 Houston in Lubbock, 90-86. The final. That ends a long road winning streak for Kelvin Sampson and the Cougars. Big win for Coach McCasland and the Red Raiders today. Number 9, Iowa State over Oklahoma State, 84-71. The final, UCF beats Colorado, 95-86. 13th ranked BYU wins over Utah, 91-78. Yet to come, Cincinnati at Arizona State, and one game in progress. 19th ranked Kansas leads Kansas State 37-35. They're at halftime in, I believe, Manhattan is where they're playing that game. So there you're caught up with other scores around the Big 12. Ours here, 97-90. TCU over Baylor. And as we mentioned with Coach Drew briefly, Bears go on the road for 2 games next week. Weather is going to be downright cold, and Bears go on the road, 2 places not easy to play, either one of them. Cincinnati on Wednesday, West Virginia on Saturday.
Yeah, and John, what they will do is debrief this game a little bit. They'll look at some of the film, and they've already got a crew looking at Cincinnati. They will turn the page immediately and start trying to figure out how do we beat Cincinnati when we go up there on January the 28th. That's just their mindset. So not a lot of opportunity or even desire to reflect right now. It's just how do we win the next game. And the effort's there, just a lot of missing pieces right now. It's free throws some nights, it's turnovers some nights. Just got to figure out consistently what the identity of this team is. And I think particularly on the defensive side of the floor, can't give up the kind of points they gave up tonight and have a chance to win in this league.
No James Najee in this game today. Baylor had a couple of guys foul out. Will Kirkendall and even Drew Perry came in late, but James Najee did not see any action in this game today. Bears fall to TCU 97-90. Now 1-6 in Big 12 conference play, 11-8 overall. Next up in Cincinnati to play the Bearcats on Wednesday night. I think that's a 5:30 tip-off Central Time for Baylor and Cincinnati on Wednesday. Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Let's drive
Stay
safely.
warm, everybody.
Yeah, drive safely and stay warm, and we'll be back with you on Wednesday.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm ready for the next one.
Thanks to Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator, Bob Baker, our courtside engineer. For the Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris. Thanks for being with us. Final score once again, TCU 97, Baylor 90. So long from Foster Pavilion.
Have you been to the new location of Green?